Hey, we should host another group build sponsored by the podcast.
Sure, but it needs to be a race car this time.
Yeah, something that can race on asphalt or dirt.
And night and different types of weather. That would be pretty cool.
And can fly.
Wait, what?
What you talking about, BG?
Hey, I got it. Rally cars.
Yes.
What date should we run the build for?
How about January 31st? It can start and go to December 31st. That's a good amount of time.
Sure, I can work with that.
Okay, but I gotta say, I'm a little concerned about the defying gravity thing. I haven't had much luck in that lately.
Join the Scale Model Car Podcast 2025 Rally Cool Rally Car Group Build and build that rally car model kit that's been sitting on your shelf ever since you brought it home from the hobby store and said, I'm gonna build that one day, because now is your chance.
How's it going, all you scale model car junkies out there? Welcome to the Scale Model Car Podcast with your hosts, BG, Chuck, Luca, and Jason.
Hello and welcome to episode 45 of the Scale Model Car Podcast. This is your friend, Mr. BG, along with three guys that have my back but never my front. Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot.
Hi, everyone.
Matt from the Luca C channel.
Heidi and the Hoe.
Jason from Blue Ox Model Shop.
Hello, everybody.
And we have a fifth wheel on the model car today. And that's going to be our good friend Frank Steffens from Frank's Model Works. Hello, Frank.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Doing well, sir.
He
Fantastic.
called us gentlemen.
That's just because Frank's a nice guy. Cool.
He is
Well,
a
thank you
nice
for
man.
joining us, Frank. We've been looking forward to this for a long time, ever since you reminded us we should do this about a week and a half ago. So, welcome aboard.
Yes. The
Hopefully you
invitation
have-
got lost in the mail.
It did. Yeah, we had people on it, and then we fired them. So, and then, chairs broke. It was a fiasco.
I
Right,
had to
so-
legitimately go through, not to interrupt you, Brian, but I thought Frank was on. I had to go through every single episode because I'm like, I swear to God, I swear we had Frank on. Guess what?
Yeah.
Frank's right. We haven't.
I was
Yeah,
on.
right, yeah,
I was
okay.
on Matt's channel.
Yeah. Because
I know we haven't had him on. I know that.
I was telling Matt about it, and he goes, because he was on mine. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Right.
right.
That's it.
I caught him when he was just blooming, when he was just this little tiny chick in the nest, mama
A little-
feeding him worms.
A little rosebud named Frank.
Yeah.
Cut him off and put him in your hotel.
Yeah.
Cool. So
yeah, that was a major shot in the arm for my channel being on Matt's.
Oh,
podcast.
good.
Yeah, I was,
Oh,
It hurt you that bad.
It hurt
huh?
you that
I'm
bad.
sorry-
Yeah, I was going to
sorry
say that too.
Sorry to hear, buddy.
I'm only now
one of
recovering.
these for you, one for you over there.
So just so everybody knows, if anybody out there wants to check his channel out, make it better from when he was in Lucas C's. Just subscribe, like and subscribe to his channel.
Oh,
Matt
look
Matt
at Chuck.
screwed him
He's
up.
Such a nice man.
We're sorry Matt screwed you up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good.
It's
So
been
what-
known to
It's
happen.
nothing a year and a half of therapy can't fix.
Yes.
Nice.
all at once or spread out over a lifetime?
3 times a week, 4 hours a day.
4 hours a day. Okay.
God.
Nothing bad.
Wow.
It's covered by insurance. So everything's fine.
I hear the
Okay.
side effects of that are losing parts of your 1969 Dodge Charger.
Oh,
I found it.
You did?
I
Was
found
it glued to your
yes.
forehead like I suggested?
It was between 2 of my paint racks on my desk. I found it
Oh.
about 5 minutes after the show ended last Sunday. I was
Did you start
getting mad.
yeah.
Did you
I was
start the
getting-
other part?
I had actually opened up another kit to get the rear valance out. Yes, that's how bad
Yeah,
it was.
you
For
said-
those of you who don't know what we're talking about, last week on the live cast, I was looking for a part to the 69 Charger that I'm working on, the rear valance that goes in here
You
couldn't find it anywhere.
You
And
looked
it
for that
was
thing
painted.
You looked for that thing the whole show too.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yep.
And people were
I'm
writing
surprised I didn't
suggestions.
find it after I painted the new one. I'm surprised.
Yeah, right. But you still pulled the part out and clipped it off the tree, though. I mean, that was enough.
Yeah, I threw the kit back together. I have enough. I have a lot of those 69 and 68 charges. Tons of them.
Is that your?
They're one of
is that
those
your
things.
favorite-
It's
your
one of
favorite
my
flavor model?
go-tos. It's one of my go-tos. If I see the 68, you're gonna see more readily than the 69, and you'll see them on the shelves sometime. I think they're a Hobby Lobby kit also.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if I see them and they're cheap, I'll grab one just for parts. I have enough to probably paint every color. I am charge it out though. I got to be honest with you. I built.
Yeah.
It's going on. This is going to be my 5th one in like just under 2 years. So it's enough. That and darts. I'm darted out. I've had enough with darts. So
Well,
Darts was fun.
You're also Porsche'd out too, because you did like what, 6 all at once?
I completed 5.
Careful,
Okay.
Frank. Careful.
One didn't make it. It got. I was actually carrying them in a pile to put them into the display case to work on something else, and I dropped. There was one that I painted in what was that blue? It was a beautiful, gorgeous iris blue, Porsche color, and it came out. It was the best of the 6, and the body dropped. I'm like, okay, it fell on the carpet. It's padded carpet, no big deal. Then I kicked it. I'm like, still not a problem. Everything's gonna be fine. I get like two more steps, crunch, and I stepped on the thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I started. That was the closest I came. I almost Hulk smashed the other 5. Just if we can't have one, we might as well not have any of them.
Wow.
So
is this why you build in litters?
In litters.
It was just one of those things where I was going to build that simple Tamiya 911 turbo.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, it's a snap together kit, but it's like $40. There's no detail on this thing. It's a very simple kit to put together. And then I made one of the cardinal errors. I went onto the Splash Paints website and I start looking. Ooh, that's a nice color.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a nice color. Ooh,
That's dangerous.
So I'm buying $7 bottles of paint, and I'm like, I need more $40 kits for these $7 bottles of paint, because that's how my mind works.
Right.
So I wound up doing 3 of the 911 Turbo. Then I grabbed a Boxster, the Tamiya Boxster, the Tamiya 911 GT2. That was like a street track car, and then Fujimi Cayman. And I had a color for each of them, and they came out nice, except for that iris blue one. Still breaks my heart.
The color was a little flat, huh?
It's not nice. It's not nice. It's terrible.
It's only been a year, man.
Terrible.
Too soon? Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, that Splash Paint website, I actually had to block that on Linda's phone so she'd stop ordering paint, because I got like 60 bottles of Splash Paints over here. She's the one who
they're
would
like
order it.
cans of Pringles.
Yeah,
I go crazy.
I'm
Like, I'm never gonna. I really hope that like fire marshals never come down in this basement, because they're gonna see the amount of lacquer.
Oh,
If this place ever goes up, God forbid, it's gonna be a mushroom cloud with all the lacquer down here. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I hear
right.
you.
Ooh, I should move my ammo out of the hobby room too, huh?
You've got your
Oh,
ammo
yeah,
in your
why
hobby
not?
room too?
Yeah. So when this touches off, I say when.
Right.
How do I roll
It's gonna
that
be
back?
like Kilauea.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, it'd be Kilauea. Be the loudest
It's gonna be like Kilauea.
loudest sound recorded in humanity.
Right. I'm not sure
Yeah,
about you
go
guys,
up.
but I keep all of my ammo loaded into clips and under the nightstand.
You mean magazines?
Okay,
Yeah,
Mister
magazines.
Mister, oh, you shut
Hey.
up, Chuck.
I
Okay,
don't
hey,
have those
gun
things.
guy.
Clips are for women's hair.
Oh God.
My father-in-law beat that into me with the end of a rifle, that it was a magazine, not a Not a
Yep.
clip.
Me
Okay,
too.
so apparently I keep mine loaded in magazines
Yeah.
under my
Like
nightstand.
Life, Look magazine.
I don't have any
Yeah.
guns. Unfortunately, I lost them all in a boating accident.
Yes,
It was tragic.
exactly.
They're all gone.
Yeah, me too. All I've got is ammunition and
That sounds like an
magazines.
interesting story if it's for real.
No, it's not for real.
I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't.
That's the classic. How many guns? Yeah, I don't have any. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Right.
What are you in for? I'm innocent.
Oh,
Especially when you're from New York, you don't
Yeah.
tell anybody. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What are those things? Never heard of them.
No.
Yeah. Are they? It's the stuff you chew, right? You said gum, right? Yeah.
Something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got like three flavors.
I have a musket.
Cool.
It's fine. It's got a
Yeah.
bayonet.
Black powder.
Black powder.
Right.
Perfect.
Little pepper grinder action going on.
Oh no! I just
No.
did the worst thing I could possibly do. I did this on camera. It's over.
Yeah. Well,
It's over.
it's
And I
it's
did it
still early
again.
days.
It's okay.
It's still
You're
early
fine.
days.
Nobody watches this anyway. You're fine.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, I don't know. I got some emails here that contest that.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Oh, you're going to be getting some emails.
Oh, we got
Oh.
emails.
Oh, back in the early days, we used to get emails about why are you guys drinking while you're doing your podcast? You shouldn't be doing that. I'm like,
I'm not drinking while I'm doing a podcast.
Why are you
Holy-
guys drinking
holy
in the
moly.
comfort of your home?
How
Yeah.
dare you?
Yeah.
I will tell you this:
Stamina.
drinking and eating snacks while doing the podcast, no problem. Putting your feet on your desk after finishing a model, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Problem.
I still feel guilty for that.
We'll get to that in a little bit. But first, since we've done the introductions and stuff, let's do the roundtable section where we're going to spin the wheel and start with Chuck. Chuck, what have you got going on your bench and or channel?
well, I'm still working on the 55. I mocked the whole thing up. It's ready to go. Last night I started sanding it for primer. I did finally start the Porsche build. I cut the doors all out. The hood trunk, I cut that out. And I've just been chipping away at that. It mostly just worked lately. So, yeah, that's about it.
So you decided to cut the trunk and the doors off of a very delicate model.
I did, yes. And it took like 5 hours, I think, to cut those out. Because
You
it's
kept falling asleep.
well, it's super thin. You know how, like you mentioned, you said it. It's delicate.
Yeah.
I bet that pillar's 20 thou.
Good
Ooh.
Lord. We should
So-
bolster that up a little bit.
I think it's gonna be all right. It's just I got to be really careful building this thing. So,
Yeah, when you're wet sanding and when you polish it, that's too hard.
oh, don't
Just turn it
jinx me.
Just turn it upside down and put your thumb in the center of the roof and just rub it around on the top.
BG just dropped a whammy on you.
Yes.
Hope nothing happens while you're polishing it.
Hope nothing
Wouldn't that
happens
be
when you drag it.
terrible?
Did you say that when I was doing the GTO?
Yeah.
Probably
Well, yeah.
did.
I
Don't drop it.
There we go.
Hope
Bring it
nothing
back. to
bad
zero.
happens.
went to my cauldron in the other room and I was like, bubble, toil and trouble. I hope Chuck puts it on the top shelf. And then dribbles it.
And I'm stupid because it's back on the top shelf.
Your words, not mine. Okay, thank you very much, Chuck. Let's go to Frank. Frank, what have you got going on your bench and or channel?
On my bench right now and on my channel, I am finishing up the mod top that you couldn't get on a Charger, 1969 Dodge Charger in B7 Jamaica Blue. Gonna have Restomod wheels and tires, but it's not going to be a Restomod because it's been pointed out to me that there are certain criteria that must be met in order for me to call something a Restomod.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The comments will always correct you, my friend.
Yeah, that's right. So it will be in the style of a Restomod, with a
Okay.
lowered stance, just a couple of dress ups to the engine compartment. I haven't done really any suspension work like aftermarket in terms of that. And what I'm also working on for the channel is trying to perfect printing 3D printed bodies and eliminate things like Z shift, cave-ins. A lot of experimentation, a lot of time goes into stuff like that.
Wait,
So
cave-ins? Did you say cave-ins?
yeah,
And a Z shift sounds awesome. I know what an H pattern is, but I don't know what a Z shift is.
Z shift. Go ahead, Chuck.
It's when you're printing and the print shifts over, so you have a step in the print.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
So-
weird. Okay.
There's a
Yeah.
Z shift right there in the quarter
Yeah.
panel.
Oh, so it's like a
what
short shot
happens
almost.
it's almost like that if there's too much cross section being printed at once, there's greater friction. So when your build plate moves away from the vat, the resin, the printing surface, the model itself could shift and it doesn't land exactly right.
Yes.
So then you have little shifts. So in order to prevent that, I'm trying to find optimum angles. But the problem is it's not an optimum angle because every single body is different.
Maybe an answer to that question is because I like to use the lightest supports I can, but around the edges, I'll use mediums and heavies, a couple heavies, so it doesn't fall off the support system. Also, make sure your base has enough. What's that called? Enough seconds for exposure time.
Yeah, burning
yeah.
layers.
So you want a longer exposure time.
Yeah.
So
For the problem with a lot of the cars that we build is this. You see that curve?
in
the slicing software the slicing software we use, it's difficult to place supports on the rocker panels.
Right.
So
Yeah.
in order to, you basically have to pick your poison.
What is that?
This is a 1973 Chevelle.
That's Andre, right?
Wagon?
Andre's file?
Andre Bezrodny. Yeah.
That's
I'm in
cool.
love with it.
I love his files.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So what I found was you got to pick your poison. Do you want Z shifts, or would you rather maybe fix a couple of pock marks on the surface? And I'll put a couple of supports on the outside. Not enough, but my support depth, they only go in 2 microns. So, but if you really bulk them up on the inside as much as you can, and as I go through, I've also found that printing at a steeper angle exposes less of the cross section. So if there's less cross section being printed and exposed per layer, there's less tension as either the vat tilts away in the case of my printer, or the build plate lifts up. So there's less tension. There's less likely that it's going to be offset.
That's a really good point too.
If you have, like you were saying, less exposure for that, does that mean it can be a quicker curing time then too?
Well, the curing time is more basically a function of the resin itself. So one of the things that becomes really difficult when people get into 3D printing is there's no hard and fast. You could have the same printer that I have, use the same resin that I use, but we'll have different exposure times because there's different environmental factors. Yes. There's different environmental factors in my basement as opposed to, like, say, if you were an aristocrat in New Hampshire and you have a window in your hobby room, like somebody we know.
Or a deep fryer downstairs at the Whataburger like Chuck does.
Yes.
So he would, so Jason would have to take into account higher levels of, or small levels of humidity, temperature, stuff like that, if he were to get a 3D printer, which I really think he should.
Yes. What kind of printer you have?
I have a Elegant Saturn IV Ultra.
Okay, cool.
It's not the latest one. It's not this. It's the 12K, but it does have
still good.
It's for the resolution. I have my resin. I print at 2 microns on basically everything except for clear resin.
Mhm.
I do use Elegoo water washable space gray. That's my resin of choice, and I have that calibrated for down here where I'm not getting really any build lines on my bodies anymore. It's just every now and then I might have to run a body once or twice to make sure I don't get shifts.
Okay,
Yeah,
so nice.
I'm running Frozen, so I've got 2 Mighty 8Ks, Revo 14K, and I just purchased Frozen Mega 8K.
Beautiful.
So
I wish I had the room for more. I'm a little.
It's the last one I get. I don't have enough room now. I don't even have enough room for the other one, but I have to have it.
I got to start moving people out of this house is what I need to start doing. Start throwing that. I mean, the 11-year-old, she's got to go. Get a job.
Get a job.
You don't need the biggest room in the house.
Or you can put them in her room and make her print. Right?
True. Make
labor.
Two birds, one stone. Two birds, one stone.
Right. No, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Two.
It was one bird, 2 stones. But we're trying to move away from that, Chuck.
You never move away.
No, I can't help
it. The
it.
podcast remembers.
It does.
The podcast never forgets. Well, you could always just 3D print yourself an extra room, right? I mean,
hey, they are doing that now, huh? Have you seen some of that? Yeah. The houses that are getting 3D printed?
Yeah, with the concrete. That's
insane. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to tell my wife that expanding this house would be that easy, because she'll do it.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll leave that alone.
I want to help.
The things that have been done already. Just show up one day and look at that. There's a pool. Great.
Oh wow, yeah. At least it's not in the basement, right? Where'd my hobby stuff go?
I'm just glad she doesn't buy this crap off of Facebook Marketplace. You know, it's just, I'm glad she's going to like actual stores to buy this stuff.
Or Temu. I got a pool. Here you go. It's only 3 inches across.
Amazon loves my house.
Oh yeah. They don't the Amazon driver.
They don't even take pictures anymore. They just throw it out the window as they're driving.
Well, I think I bought all their drones. I think I paid for every drone.
Yeah.
Did Jeff Bezos invite you to his wedding?
Well, I'm on his friends list, so yeah.
The other thing that I've been working on is vacuum forming, because that's the final frontier.
Oh, we need to talk about that, because that's my next thing I'm going to get into.
Easy peasy.
Are you forming the final frontier, or is it doing your own photo etch?
No.
Yeah, photo etch is hard.
Yeah, photo etch is vacuum forming is really simple as long as you get the right materials.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years, and I have Tim Bungard wrote an article in Scale Auto back in the late 80s on how to make your own vacuum former and how to do it. And I got it on my up in the albums on my Lucas E. Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group. It's right up there. If you want to learn how to do it, make one easy.
I'm toying with the idea of getting the same vacuum former that you have, Frank. Because Brian, Hobby Emporium Brian, has the same one, and I have this really cool 3D printed kit that I really want to build, but I need to vacuum form the glass for it. So I'm trying to figure out: do I buy a vacuum former to vacuum form glass for one kit?
Do you just ask Frank and Matt?
Or do I just ask Frank and Matt?
True.
So, yeah.
Do you just put them on speed dial?
How many times are you going to be Jason Hanscom?
I wake up every day.
So you got to live for the moment and buy yourself that vacuum form machine.
It's cheap
I will second Frank on this, because I'll tell you, once you have one, you will find so many cool uses for it. You'd be amazed.
And you're gonna get a 3D printer. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
So,
Inevitable.
yeah.
Yep.
Again, same Hobby Emporium Brian. He's scratch building an entire kit and he's vacuum forming the pieces. And
Yeah.
it's incredible to look at the detail that
Yeah,
he
he's
is
doing like the stamp outs for the under the hood.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
see, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
I've done that before.
Like
Wow,
stamp
that's
outs for under the
crazy.
hood, the structure for the floorboard in the back of a cab in a pickup truck. It's just
Yep.
incredible. The
Mhm.
stuff
Who's
he's
doing this?
So
Brian
we have a
Connor.
hobby shop here in Massachusetts. Hobby Emporium. It's our go-to hobby shop. And
It's
the
like
gentleman
right
that
on the
works
state
there,
line.
Yep, the gentleman that works there, he's worked there for over 20 years, Brian. He is vacuum forming the parts to scratch build a vehicle that has been featured on Puddin's Fab Shop, I think. It's like he's making a replica of a 1-to-1 like old U-Haul truck that's been
Yeah.
slammed and lowered and all that stuff.
Oh,
And
right.
Mm.
yeah, the thing is just incredible.
Send me that info later
Okay.
on the like trunk structures and stuff like that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hood structures.
Yeah,
Like
he's
to
on
know.
Instagram.
He is on Instagram.
Yeah. Just send me the info. I'd like to see it. I'd
Yeah.
like to know.
Yeah, have you seen his? Well, so I don't know how much of his stuff you've seen, Frank, but so he vacuum formed and like scratch built a 1/64th, like 57 or 5 Chevy Gasser. He like scratch built the suspension, the headers. Like you should
Yeah.
ask
Was he
him
doing the-
to send you pictures.
Was he doing
of
the
that
suspension out of metal?
because it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was he doing the
Brian's
suspension out of
Brian's
metal?
one of those builders who you look at his stuff and you're like, his work, and he's a nice guy in the world, but if you look at his work and his work just screams at you, you've wasted your entire life. You're a failure.
Yeah.
yeah,
Why you even
exactly.
bother?
Yeah.
When we
When I go
were,
to see
when we
him,
were,
I go to buy stuff there, and it's like I go home and I'm like, okay, now I need to go home and set all of my kits on fire.
Oh,
yeah, I made a nuisance of myself hanging out there a couple times when we were visiting, and he was actually showing me the Hot Wheel stuff that he was working on, the Hot Wheel scale stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, man. And it was
Yeah.
just, I mean, like he had it in the palm of his hand. I was taking pictures of everything. It's all on my other camera
Yeah.
phone, so I'll have to dig those out. But yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Super nice guy too.
Very nice guy. Yeah.
I remember asking him, "Do you guys ship?" He goes, "Yeah, but it kind of consists of me charging you for shipping and then going to the post office and mailing it, which you could just do yourself." Like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like,
Hey,
yeah,
is this-
basically,
is
I'm
this
gonna go to
better,
the post
guys?
office when it's convenient.
Better than what?
Better than what?
move a little more to your right. Move a little more to your right, please.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Jason didn't get it.
No, I get it. You didn't get it. I see what's happening. You can't tell. Half his head's cut off from the logo in the corner.
He was. I put him
I've got
over
a
there because he
light-
was sitting in a different way that wouldn't have been in the way. Now he's in the way. Actually, Frank's logo is in the way, which is okay. Today,
It is open.
You don't
It's
say.
open. All right. So where did we leave off with? We did Frank, we did Chuck. Matt, how about you? What do you got going on here?
oh me, yes, I've got things going on. Yep. I'm working on. Oh, what is that
Lisa?
thing that?
Chevelle?
Oh, that 66 Malibu thing. I'm working on my next
yes.
episode of that, the interior. That's what's going on with that, and that's what's going
it's
on
gonna
the channel. Right now.
Nice.
I've got and I'm finishing up editing another podcast that I did with someone who's possibly coming back into the resin casting world, is Bandit Resins, which, if you remember, fella, he's the guy who did the Malibu. So
That's right.
yeah, so that's Kenny Shores, or K-Dog, as everybody knows him, and he has a YouTube channel. So that'll be coming up this weekend, or it could be out by the time everyone's watching this.
Say,
Who knows?
what? K-Dog is the one that did that Malibu?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
Revelations
That's
are
right.
happening.
Yeah.
yeah. Are you look like you're about ready to take a swing?
I'm not ready to take a swing. I'm just I've been chomping at the bit to get a 125th scale 7980 Malibu,
And
a decent one.
And he is a damn good resin caster, and it is really cool. If he comes back, he had great product, and hopefully he brings that all back.
Yeah,
I want one of those.
Yeah, for everybody in the podcast that doesn't understand why I'd be chomping at the bit for that.
Oh yeah,
my family are all into class racing, so I've got family that have pro cars, current super stock racing cars, and a stock eliminator cars, and they were all 79 Malibus. So my family, it's the 79 Malibu is big in the family, and I'm telling you, I can guarantee that you'd sell half a dozen to a dozen kits just to people I know if somebody offered one.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have an 81 file for an 81 Chevy Malibu.
Yeah.
The 81 has the 4 headlights though. Huh?
Yes, it does. That
Yeah,
would
he
be
needs
the
a 79.
79 to 80, I believe.
Single
80 also
headlight.
had the single
Yeah.
headlight. Yeah.
80 would have, yeah.
That was
78,
actually the
78.
most common hot rodded car in my neighborhood growing up.
Was it?
Really?
Was that generation? Yeah, that generation of Malibu, like 76 Nova. That was huge.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Being in the Northeast, all the real muscle cars were all rusted out to garbage. You know,
Yeah.
like my father abandoned the '67 GTO in 1976 because it just wouldn't start anymore. He couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Imagine that.
so there's currently, I think there's between street cars and race cars, there's currently 6 79 or 80 Malibus in the family. And it goes back to my uncle, who is, I'm just finding out, in the stock eliminator circles is known as Mr. 305. So
Yes, he is.
he can make a 305 run.
Oh,
that's for sure.
Yeah, your family is, NHRA super stock and stock eliminator that's my bag, and I've known. That's why I was so giddy when I found out that you were their cousin, because I've known about your.
That's the only reason why I'm here
for years. Yeah, it is, because otherwise I wouldn't have a thing to do with you.
Exactly.
We've been trying to get a hold of your cousin.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Is he interested in podcasts?
There's a reason why I won't give up that phone number.
But yeah, that's they're very, especially on the East Coast. Yeah, your family is very well known in that in those rounds, all the way down to Florida.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Aristocracy.
You were right.
I like it.
But that's all I got going for my gig over here. That Malibu is front and center, and I'm fighting a lot of squirrels, which I'll be talking about in a little bit. I ended up having a whole bunch of squirrels dropped on me yesterday, but I'm trying to stay focused on the Malibu. I got to get that done. It's the year to Malibu. Got to get done because we also have the USAC coming up. Holy mackerel. And who knows what the heck Fred Henry picked. I know. None of you do.
Mm-mm.
So
I'm going to guess it's going to have something to do with the back half. That's just my that's just my
it could not.
Of course, we all thought Matthew Emmons was going to pick the 48 Ford, and we were all wrong. So
exactly, we were all wrong. Yeah, it's a safe bet though that you're going to have to buy a '67 Chevelle kit with whatever it picks to go with it.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what you pick for a kit. You're going to need the '67 Chevelle kit to put a chassis under it.
That's very true. That is extremely true. It probably would be best. Just
it doesn't matter what Fred says. There's going to be a run on the Hobby Lobby shelves, and then over at MCV Model Car Parts probably.
Oh,
But thank you very much, Matt. I can't wait to
You're
hear
welcome,
about that box
sir.
of squirrels you have.
You're very welcome.
Jason, let's get on with what you got going on in your bench.
So I just actually finished my '68 Firebird. That came out. It was going really well, and then for a hot minute, it went really bad and ended up in the trash can. But then I took it out and fixed what had happened, and it turned out to be, in my opinion, as of right now, my best build ever.
Dude, I like that thing. I don't understand.
Yeah, it came out great. Did you kick it?
Yeah.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
It happens.
It did. So I didn't kick it. So I aggressively placed the parts back in the box, and then I threw the box over my shoulder. And when it hit the floor, I was not done. So I kicked it the rest of the way across the room. And that was about when Heather came in and said, "Okay, I think you need to relax. It's time to shut off the lights. You're not being a very good boy.
You're not being a good boy."
Yeah, but I couldn't sleep that night, so I took it out and I fixed the problems that I had to scratch build the firewall, yada yada yada. But I finished it, and I think it came out really good. Chuck, if Chuck likes it, Chuck's a very good judge of nice models. So
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I can be fairly confident.
I would have never thought you made a field goal with that thing.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. I was so mad that night. Oh my goodness!
So, is that build for your group build?
It is. Yes.
What are the rules of that?
What are the?
You got to kick it.
You do not.
What are the rules of the Street Machine group build?
That's a new segment on your channel, Jason. Kicking it with Jason.
Well, Frank.
Can I do a big rig from 1937?
No, you cannot.
With motorcycles on the back?
No, you cannot. This is an inside joke between Frank and I.
And everybody in Jason's Facebook group.
Yes. It was hard
for
to
like
find
3 weeks straight.
It was hard to find the rules, apparently, but we got past that. Everybody has stopped doing that, so we're good.
Violence involved.
There was.
You had people in a headlock.
I had to set them straight. Anyway, so we've moved on to that. From that, I started the Toyota Corolla, 1992 Toyota Corolla, from Nunu, and I screwed the pooch on that one too. I messed up the paint job. I don't know how.
Oh, you did a no on the Nunu.
Yeah, so we ended up stripping that, and I got it cleaned up. Spent a few days in the stripper, took the scriber and dug all the paint out of the crooks and nannies, and we're back on track with that one. So that's good.
Usually those are the kits that come out the best.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of those that I painted twice or something's gone wrong. And then you just go back and redo it, and they're some of my favorite models.
Yeah.
I painted my 29. I painted my 29 like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
And that thing
sounds like you need to mess up more often than.
Yes, I hear you. And that thing's been
coming out. They're not coming out good enough. I'm not messing up good enough.
Yeah. I learned a valuable lesson from the Firebird.
Don't kick it.
A plastic model car. Why are you in such a rage? Right? That's silly. So with the Toyota, I was just like, oh, okay, it is what it is, and took care of it. But in the interim of that being stripped and trying to clean it up, I started the Tamiya Skyline GTR, the R34 version, which is this one. If you can, for those of you watching,
that's a nice kit.
I started putting that together, thinking that I wouldn't have the Corolla back together. But it's coming along quicker than I thought. It cleaned up really nice, and I got a really nice paint job laid down on it actually this evening before we started recording. So I'm back on track with that too.
Excellent. For a curbside, that R34 has a lot of detail underneath.
It's a nice kit. That R34 is a nice.
It's worth kit. Really doing a really thorough job underneath it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So there's the chassis.
Nice.
Without.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna blow that up. I want to look at it good.
He's gonna blow it up with firecrackers.
Yeah, exactly. I used to do that too.
There we go.
So there's the chassis. Of course, there's big skid skid plates that go on the front and the back, which will hide most of that. But yeah, it's coming together pretty nice.
Looks like
Nice weathering on
the
it.
bottom of the engine was a separate piece, but it's not a it's still a curbside, right?
It's curbside, but the
Look at
oil
that
pan
detail.
and the front half shafts were separate.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. They make up in so many other areas when Tamiya does their curbsides.
Yes.
They still make up in so many of the interior is so well
the
done.
interior is
Underside,
beautiful. The body is the
suspension.
just it's all beautiful.
And if I
I
remember
love
correctly,
Tamiya
that one's
kits so
actually
much.
priced pretty well too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember how much I paid for that. I'm thinking it was under $40. Anyway.
Yeah.
The odd thing is out of all the Tamiya Skylines, is the one that they have that has an engine in it and a removable hood is the cheapest one. It's
Yeah.
still retailing
Yeah.
for I think it's over at Andy's for $22, isn't it?
Is that the one with the clear hood?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, so there's
Yeah.
a Haku style Skyline that's got full detail too. That would be a 69 or a 70.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah.
one,
Wow.
that's a beautiful kit that comes with photo etch and all kinds of stuff. That kit's
Comes with foil transfers for the scripts.
yes, exactly. That's a really nice kit too.
Mm-hmm.
So bench wise, that's
It
all.
is.
Channel wise, we're still progressing with the You Choose My Modeling Adventure videos, which I've cleverly and I think smartly brought Heather in on. People love seeing Heather on the channel, so that's doing pretty good too. We've picked a kit, which ended up being the 1970 Roadrunner from Monogram. And we've picked a color, but I haven't revealed what color it is yet. So, yes.
Nice.
So the folks got to vote on the color also.
So, yeah. So, what they voted on the kit, I let them vote on the color. I have a couple of 3D printed engines and some 3D printed wheel and tire sets that they're going to be able to vote on as well. The goal is to build this thing in my style, like a street machine, wires, stuff like that. And then eventually I'm going to give it to a subscriber.
Oh, cool.
Once
after
I figure
it brings in some hardware.
I hope. Yes. It'll be done in time to start the season with Classic Plastic in October. And then I'll do all of the shows from Classic Plastic all the way around to the last one that I go to in the spring when it wraps up. See if it does anything. If it doesn't, oh well. But I mean, then I've got to figure out a good way to give it away, right? Because I don't know about anybody else, but every time I've done a giveaway on my channel, it's turned into a disaster.
I have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Go with the
I'd love to
highest
hear it.
bidder.
The highest bidder.
Go with the highest bidder.
Once the check clears.
Once the
Yes.
check clears. Good point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I can't wait to see
that's
how
it.
they solve
PayPal.
that problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool,
yet.
man. But yeah, when you crack that code, it's going to be a whole game changer for the rest of YouTube. I can tell you what.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one thing I do know is that I cannot mention in any form on YouTube that I'm giving anything away, because that's what the robots pick up on. And then before you know
they
it,
crack down on that stuff now. And
Good
that's
thing
one
you
of the
said
reasons
it
why I
on
stopped
this
doing
channel.
giveaways.
yeah, giveaway, 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 giveaway.
He's
Great.
giving it away,
There it
folks.
goes.
He's giving it away.
Yep.
Okay,
Giving it
cool.
away now.
So I hear you guys asking silently, but BG, what have you got going on your bench and or channel? And I'll tell you, well, not much, because we had a little bit of a catastrophe here at the close of the 48-hour group build. We were doing the all day long broadcast with our good friend Frank and Jason and a few other chaps, and decided to get cocky after I finished my model and put my feet up on my desk. And that's when the back of my chair decided to break, which then ejected me to the floor with severe prejudice. And I landed on a stack of model kits, which saved my life. So having stacks of model kits around your room is actually a life-saving device now in this household.
Nice.
So haven't had a lot of chance to do a lot of work at the bench or film any videos because I had no place to sit. We're okay now. We've got it all sorted out now. But yeah, we had to get a chair made of unobtainium and get it rushed here from Wakanda or something like that. But
I was scared for you. You scared the hell out of him because you disappeared. You were gone. Like, what happened to him?
Almost spit my coffee.
Make no mistake.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. I'm a jerk. I will laugh if people fall all day long. I don't care. You break a hip, I'm gonna laugh. But I was genuinely concerned for your safety because you were gone.
Well, you.
And then all of a sudden, it's taking you a long time to get up. And I'm like, BG's not
I
good.
was trapped.
And you're not gone.
No, and I couldn't reach my life alert. I was
You
on the desk.
disappeared.
Yeah, he got up. When he finally did get up, he hit the cut button.
Disappeared.
Just boom, gone. We were like, uh-oh.
Gone.
Uh-oh.
And Linda came into the room and she's like, "What?" Because she's in her office across the hall. She's like, "What was that noise?" And she comes in and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. Get out." And she's like, "Oh, okay, all right." She starts backing me out slowly.
Poor
Like,
Linda.
leaves me in my pain. Yeah, poor Linda.
Aw.
But no, the chair had like landed on top of me, and that thing
Yeah.
weighed a ton. And I'm like, I hit my head on the rack behind me and stuff too, so a little bruise back there and stuff too. But yeah, that chair is now out in the backyard, just collecting
Whole
squirrels.
shot in it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking it to the desert, and I'm going to pump a couple
Yeah.
rounds into that thing next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
You can laugh about it now.
It was.
It was
Oh
scary.
yeah, I mean the
Well,
best
you know,
stories are
couple-
when it happens. When it happens, you can't deal with it. But 2 weeks later, you pee yourself telling a story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If I saw
Those are the
that
best.
on the internet and I didn't know you, I would have said, "Oh, he ain't getting up. He's
Yeah.
not getting up. You just disappeared. You were gone.
On.
Like you
Yeah,
got swallowed
well,
by a trap door."
It's amazing
That
what a couple
video's-
weeks of traction will do for you.
Dude, and I
Right,
missed
yeah.
the whole thing. The
Yeah,
whole
did you really?
thing. Yes, because
Well, I'm sure it's still
when
there.
you said, "I'm finished," should I put my feet up on the desk? And I said, "Yes, I'll do it with you." I kicked my feet up and was making sure I wasn't kicking anything on my desk. And when I got my feet up and looked at the screen, you were gone.
Gone. You fell through the trap door.
Whoosh.
It was like I was fighting with James Bond, and he hit the button on the gear shifter. It was just that fast, you know. I'm like, how'd I get here?
Damn.
God.
Where are my pancakes? You know, I don't know what else going on.
Right.
So
Is that
yeah,
still
it was-
on
it was
YouTube?
quite.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
there. You just have to watch 8 hours of
it's
us
in the
building
8
models.
hours. It's probably 6 hours into the 8-hour marathon session.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would say
can
start
do it.
fast.
When-
Go to 6 hours and start fast forwarding your way through that, and you'll be
Well,
okay.
Yeah, and
look
then
for
when you see
BG
me
to
just-
finish. Because that's the other thing. We were worried that he broke the van. We were worried that he broke the step van.
So Jason texts me. He goes, "Are you okay? And is the model all right?"
Well, at least it was in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But
I
could you
can't
just
feel my
imagine?
left lung, but the model's okay.
Yeah, right. I got a tube coming out of my chest now, but the model's fine. And I can't seem to find my my hobby knife. I don't know where that went. It's probably in my spine. But
Yeah.
otherwise, my sciatic's feeling good though.
Oh, nice.
No, yeah, we ordered a chair off of Amazon, and it's made out of. It was expensive. It was made out of unobtainium. But Linda's like, "Get the one that's rated for 400 pounds." I'm like, oh, "Thanks."
Oh,
dear."
that hurt.
Aw.
That hurt.
Aw.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have yelled at her.
Oh,
Good point.
man.
Because the floor got me here, and she got me here.
Aw.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome. But I was sending out pictures to all you guys, like, I got my chair. And then Joel from Iceman Collections yesterday texted me. He goes, "Hey, send me some details about your chair. I'm looking at getting one also." I'm like, "Well, there's a rite of passage to getting this chair. You have to, first of all, fall flat on your back." It's like, didn't respond.
I don't know Joel very well, but Joel, here's a good idea for something you could print. A broken office chair.
Oh,
Those will sell like hotcakes. PG
Yeah,
edition.
that would be a great garage
PG
diorama
edition.
piece, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Broken-
then if you could,
Yeah.
and then you could do A 3D printed
with a
me on the
BG
floor.
sized dent in a wood
Yeah, exactly. I
floor.
was gonna say a 3D
That's
printed
all
BG like this.
Yeah.
Actually,
Perfect.
you don't have to print a figure. You can just do the little chalk outline on the floor next to the chair where the body would have been. I'm giving away the ideas.
With the
here,
arms
folks.
like this and the leg
With
crossing the
photo
other.
reduced
Yeah.
model boxes.
Oh man.
Exactly. Crushed
It-
beyond repair. All right. So, yeah, that's what's been going on here. But I'm enjoying the fact you guys are laughing at my pain, as I am too.
It's okay.
But yeah,
What are friends
we're
for?
back at the bench and we're working on our Malibu, which we are calling the Maliboosted because it's going to have twin turbos.
That thing is
And
awesome.
we have grafted on. Thank you, Chuck. We've grafted on an Iceman front end there with some Iceman wheels, and we did have to
Nice.
narrow the firewall by 5 millimeters. I did correct myself because I've been saying centimeters. I'm like, no, that's wrong. But got that going on, and then I'm working on our Porsche group build. I got the 917 in primer, and then I thought, you know what, the hood there's not looking so great, so I went to go rescribe it, and then my knife jumped out of the grooves, so got a little bit of green
Ouch.
putty on there to fill that in.
I
And,
have a question, Brian. Is that kit really worth picking up?
I think so.
For the price I paid for it, it was because I got it off
Okay.
of Amazon for like $25.
Which one is
So
that,
it's
Brian?
actually it's the one with the green car on the box lid. Let me see if I can.
It's
get
the
that.
same as the Golf livery, right? It's
It's
the
the exact
917.
same body. It's the exact
They
same
are
body and chassis.
tricky. They're
So-
they're tricky to
okay.
build.
Okay.
This is
They're
the worst
delicate
box art
Body
ever.
panels.
It's
Yeah.
delicate and tricky.
Okay.
So, what's crazy about this particular one is I had to put in all the blocks for some of the air vents and stuff,
Hmm.
for the air scoops. And there's
Mhm.
two right inside the headlights. And then there's a place just above the windshield where there was supposed to be another piece of windshield up there for taller drivers to see when the car's going downhill so they could look through the roof.
Oh yeah.
So I had to block that off. And then there's a couple of air vents on the C pillars or wings that are back right next to the engine. I had to block off also. So the Fujimi gives you, Hasegawa gives you, it's the Fujimi, sorry. Fujimi gives you all the pieces to fill that all in, but they're not molded exactly right. So you do have to go back and do some filling and putty work. And then when that's all done, you turn the page in the instructions and they go, now drill a bunch of holes. I'm like, I just filled in a bunch of holes. They want you to put in the gas caps and the oil filter caps and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, just moving the holes around is all I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, this car should just be painted like a piece of Swiss cheese. But it's I can't believe how much body work I've done to this thing, and I haven't even like started mocking up the chassis and stuff yet. So
Yeah.
it's just all body work.
Super delicate though, that kit. You just got to be careful.
It is because the
So,
plastic's super thin on the body too.
Uh-huh. Especially on all the bracing of the back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where the motor's at. That it's really delicate. You got to be careful.
I am nervous about sanding the mold lines on some of those tubes.
That's where I'm telling you, you got to be careful. I broke mine. So
Okay.
be careful, right, Frank?
Yeah. Hoping for the best.
I love it. Payback.
Okay, now we're even. Now
Best
you
of
know
luck.
what? I tell you what. Let me just put this on the top shelf up here. Okay, let me put that on.
Hope nothing
So, yeah,
bad
so
happens.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah,
funny.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Fun on a bun, as they say. There we go. Okay, guys, thanks for sharing what's going on with your channels and such. I'm going to move on to Super Sweet Stash ads. Cue the music. Super Sweet Stash
Yeah, we need some
ads. Good
we
to
need
start
some theme music
with.
for that.
Super sweet stash ad, super sweet stash ad. There you go. There it is. I wrote it myself.
Okay.
Good job.
I wrote it myself.
You're doing terrific.
You wrote it yourself?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now
Wrote it
go
with a
play.
crayon. Who's a good boy?
Who's a good
Jason,
boy?
Raise hand, Matt. Who's a good boy? Go ahead. Who's a good boy?
Thank you.
All right, Jason, let's start with you then, with the super sweet stash ads.
Okay, so I got 2 kits and some decals to talk about. First kit I got was from Mobius. Got a Mobius kit, Chuck.
Not. Is it the truck?
No, it's this.
Hey, that's a cool one though.
Mercury Comet.
I will buy that one.
I highly recommend this kit because, well, they've already released this Comet, right, in the AFX version, which is the 427 big block. This has a newly tooled small block that comes with multiple dual carburetor options, and it is rad.
That is not an altered wheelbase, though, right?
No, it is not.
Good.
You can
Cool.
see it looks just like the box art. Or this is actually the kit right there.
Excellent. I love it.
You get your choice of Weber carburation or dual Holley 4 barrels on a 289. So this is a must-have for me.
Nice.
And if you guys remember, this was one of the kits that was kind of held up because of those pesky tariffs. So they obviously got to figure it out.
To use, yes.
Yes, they obviously got to figure it out because here it is in my grubby little hands. So this is the first kit I got. This is really cool. Now
we don't have those yet.
They're not at Andy's yet? I was just going to ask, are they at Andy's yet?
No, we don't have those yet. No, we got the ramp trucks though.
I was going to say a few weeks ago, I asked you if you had those yet, if you remember, because you said no, but unless they were out back and they hadn't been checked in yet. So you guys don't have them in store yet?
Let me know when they're in.
Well, we have the ramp trucks because those showed up the other day, but the Comets could still be back there waiting to get checked in.
Oh, gotcha. So. Okay. So second kit I got, if you want to rewind the podcast about 8 minutes or so to when I screwed the pooch on the Corolla kit. My friends at the Stash Project, yes, that would be James Duff, sent me a new kit.
Oh, that's nice. Awesome.
He said, why waste your time trying to paint a black molded body white when you can just have this one? So this is a really cool kit. Basically the same thing. It's just got the Minolta livery. This is for you guys listening, not watching. It's an Aoshima / B-Max Toyota Corolla 11, which is an 88 generation style Corolla. So he sent me this. This is really cool. Right? It's a what?
It's a 2-door, yeah?
Yes, it's coupe.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I haven't built nearly enough race cars. I've been saying I want to build a few race cars, and I never do. I end up turning them into street cars. So this one I'm going to build box art style. That's a really cool looking car.
Yeah, that's nice of him to do that.
It was really nice of him to do that.
One of the nicest guys in the hobby. He comes like our friendship language with James is sarcasm, but he's one of the nicest and most generous guys out there.
Yeah,
that's really cool of him.
Oh,
I'm quickly finding out that James is a really good guy.
Frank's not wrong. I mean, when I first started knowing James stuff, I was like, what is this guy's problem? And then I realized, oh, okay. All right.
So James, if you're listening, James, we all want one of them kits, okay?
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, pay up. Then in the same package, so he sent me some decals that he's like, look for this kit. He says, look for the Hasegawa Lancia 037 Rally, right? With the Martini.
That's what I'm building.
With the Martini livery. He says, look for this kit because you'll notice on the box art, because at the time they made this kit, things were really funky with the tobacco and alcohol sponsorships on race cars. And you'll see that there's basically a blank space above the number on the door, as well as the hood and the roof. I was like, oh yeah, look at that. I don't think he knew I had this kit.
That's what I'm building for the Relic build. That kit right there.
He said, look for this kit. these decals go with that kit. So he sent me, these are the Rothmans decals that go in those blank spaces.
Wow, that is cool. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
nice.
So
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that had Rothmans on there that was disappeared.
it was disappeared, apparently. So these are from Spot Model. It's just the 3 little Rothmans decals that you see there, but still really
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. And it's kind of been, I'm like, oh man, you know what? I've already built my Rally Cool group build kit, but now I want to build this because this is, it's silly how little decals can spark your interest like that, but they really have.
It's like buying paint. Now you gotta buy a car to paint that paint with.
Now you got to buy a car to paint that with.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool of him.
Yeah, very cool of him. So publicly, I've already said it privately, but thank you, James. That's really, really rad of you to do. And that's all I have for cars. I have tanks, but I was told I can't talk about tanks on this podcast. So
What? This isn't the Modeling
I
Insanity
don't
podcast. I don't know where you think you're at. Just because you've been on that podcast twice now. So
wow, Matt
You're-
coming with the wow. I like
Matt
it.
Cotton's checking in.
you like that?
I
I
like
did that
that.
for you.
Okay,
I
we're
did that for you.
changing
Just
we're changing your name. You're not Lucas C anymore. You're now Jealousy.
jealous.
Whoa, that
take
was
it.
quick.
that was
Nice.
That was good, Brian. But I
Dang.
do want to point
Thank
out
you.
that I
Thank
might
you.
have been on the podcast twice, but Matt has been on once. Plus, he was on the live stream.
That's
First
true.
guest.
Wait. The first live stream, mind you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
Yes.
you can take your jealousy.
And we all know from doing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say something about taking his jealousy and putting it where the colonoscopies don't shine. But
There we go.
Okay. So
Speaking of colonoscopies,
Ouch.
bringing this back, we're just going to keep this truck on the in the slow lane. We're speaking of James stuff, and not because of the topic we were just talking about, but we are hoping to get him onto the podcast here sometime in the near future, along with his buddy Mr. Tester. And so hopefully we can
Cool.
get those guys on here sometime soon. But that was pretty freaking cool of him to
that
send me
was very
stuff
nice of him to
because
send me that.
Yeah.
we all know shipping rates nowadays.
Yeah.
We all know shipping
Yeah.
rates ain't cheap. So
No, they.
I mean, we used to like sending models to people all over the country and stuff, and it was like because it was just a couple bucks, and now it's like
exactly.
gotta think about it. Gotta
Yeah.
think
Now
about
you got to
it,
be
so-
like, can you actually come pick this stuff up?
$15.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It'd be cheaper if you just drive here.
Exactly.
Well, it used to be $15. Now it's like $19, $25 somewhere in there,
Oh my goodness.
And if you want
really?
to
It's gone
send
up
stuff
since the
to
last time I
Canada, you
checked.
might as well just walk there.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Last time I sent
Jeez.
something to Arizona, it was like 100.
folks, I don't know
Yeah.
what these stingy guys are
Was it the
talking about. I'm
temperature?
happy to send stuff everywhere.
No, yeah, that was not, and I'm not talking about the temperature either.
Oh,
No,
Uh,
no, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's go with Matt. What have you got to share with us today on the Super Sweet Stash Shelf?
well, I just got added to the stash yesterday. I was gifted a box full of. Oh my
I know.
goodness! Can I lift
I
this?
thought those were cool.
Starter kits. And
nice.
if any of you know starter kits, and these are all the 80s NASCARs. And I hold on, sorry, gotta fix something here. Jeez, props and stuff. Okay,
Chase
I
your
have
name on the
always
channel.
wanted these starter kits. It was from a French company. They're 43rd scale. What's that?
You
Look at
changed
your
your name
name on
already
the
on your.
screen.
Oh yeah, I changed the name.
I just noticed that.
But starter, these are 43rd scale kits, mostly resin, and company out of France, Starter. They did these. They were really big in the 80s, and they did all kinds of race cars, but they had a wonderful line of NASCAR stock cars, and I always wanted them. They were, back in the 80s, these things went for $50. and I've gotten one or two here throughout the years. And our good friend here, local modeler that Chuck and BG and I are. Now BG. I see your name. So we know we have our buddy Mark Anderson, super great model builder, super great guy. I've known him for years, and him and I have talked about these starter kits for like 15 years. I talked about buying these off of him, and it just never came around to happening or anything. And one day he just called me, "Hey, let's meet over at Andy's, and I'm going to give these to you." I'm like, "Wow!" And I just so happened to have one of them here. This is how cool these kits are. Here's one that he actually started and painted, so it's painted nice at Mark Anderson. And I got to show you guys this. This is so cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna put this one together real quick here. I texted him yesterday. I said, "Hey, there's one that you've already started. You want this back?" He goes, "Nah, it's yours. Keep it." So I'm gonna finish this off and put it up on the shelf.
He's a really good builder, especially with those little ones.
Oh gosh, he does such a great job with these, and he's just got so many of them. He's like, "I'm not gonna do nothing with these. I got so many other." He's really been getting into the 25th and 24 scale stock cars and other things.
Right.
And so he knew I wanted these. So he gifted them to me yesterday. And I've been, and I was going through them yesterday when I got home. And I'm they're like 43rd scale holy grails for me. There's kits in here that I always wish I could have had. So I'm really stoked out because they go for big money on the secondary market now. So I'm really, really grateful for having them.
Yeah, he's helped me out too in a jam.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Very good dude. So, Mark, if you're listening, he listens. He's a regular. Thank you very much for this. And I will do you justice on the Citgo car.
I think Mark did his model building right because he started with the super small scale and he's graduating up to 25th scale, whereas the rest of us have started off with 25th scale and are graduating up to like 1/10th scale. So, it's like my eyesight's getting worse. I need to go something larger. So he goes to 1/25th scale. And we're like, "Oh, I'm doing this wrong."
Yeah, so cool. But anyways,
Chuck's got his retirement
I was real grateful to get all those. So very cool. I'm probably gonna be doing a few of these 43rd scale cars in 26. I think I'm gonna put them on the list to talk about doing and probably not build.
Aww.
That's what I got. I'll give it a crack because honestly, a lot of people think I got a bunch of these starters around. A lot of people think that these things, they're real simple because there's not much to them. You got the body, the chassis pops up in there. The body's solid. There's no hood that opens up. No detail to do. Put the wheels on, just paint it.
Because they're fun.
Actually, there's a lot of work that you got to put into these. They actually can take some time. They're not a quick build. So, because they're all, hand casted resin and stuff. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe I might drop a really cool body into some rubber. I don't know. Just to have more of them.
Right.
For me.
Nice.
For me.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a cool gift. So there I go. That's what I've gotten added to the stash.
BG's former chair. I just seen that.
What?
That's not Frank. Well, since you're so funny, let's go to Frank. What have you got to share with us for the super sweet sass stuff?
The portion everybody and their mother has.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
But
911 GT3
I don't want to open it yet because I'm waiting for all of the verdicts to be in on what's the best carbon fiber, what's the best photo etch set. So, because I wouldn't know. Like, I need to be told because I don't have the attention span anymore to go searching on the internet for stuff. I don't know what happened to me.
I seen something on Instagram where a guy took an airbrush, like he took a net and airbrushed like a net on there, and then he glossed over it, and that thing came out like perfect carbon fiber.
Really?
I've done that in the past on an Audi R8 car I was building for my nephew. I did the screen mesh on there,
Mhm.
and then I based it in gloss black, and then I went over it with silver, and then I went over the top of that with Tamiya TS71 smoke. Looked pretty good.
Yeah,
Nice.
it might be easier.
And I think my nephew's car didn't survive, but that one panel did.
Oh, nice.
And other than that,
Is my
Andre's
internet
been
screwing up?
releasing.
Oh, he printed the AMX.
So
Yeah.
That
I
turned out
printed the
nice.
AMX.
Oh.
I printed out the SC Rambler. I sent them over to Mike at Scale Model Outlaw because he's a real big AMC fan. So Andre just recently did the 68 AMX and Javelin,
Yep.
69 SC Rambler,
Yep.
Rambler 4-door, and Rambler Wagon. Then he did a whole bunch of 54 Buicks from the
Yes.
special, two-door special, 4-door special wagon, Skylark hard top, and the Century.
Wow.
I bought
Post.
most of them. Yeah.
Beautiful
Must
stuff. And also came out with the Little Red Express,
Yep.
which
Mhm.
looks
I bought
looks
that too.
very,
I
very
have
nice.
plans. Yeah, that I've been bugging him to make a 61 Starliner, Ford Starliner. I've been bugging him. If he's listening, please make that the bubble top version. Holy
I
grail.
haven't bought any files from him that was a clunker. They're
No.
all pretty good files.
He's very talented. Yep.
It's just
And he
a matter
cost me a
now
lot of money.
Even though, like, when he first releases a file set, they're $11.
Yeah.
So in the first week they're $11, but then you
Yep.
look and you're like, well, this is only $11. So I could totally just buy an old one that I haven't bought yet.
I
for
do
$20.
that every time, dude. Every time. Every time.
He gets me for $50 every time.
Between him and Andy, I'll never be able to quit working.
Right.
Exactly. I have more files than I have hours left on this printer, because most printers are only 20,000 hour machines. There's no way I'm going to be able to print all this. I'm going to have to buy other printers. I think she heard me.
Wow. I did not know that.
so-
You can only print a certain amount of prints out of a machine before you have to replace it.
Yeah, the machinery itself is 20,000 hours. The LCD screen is considered a consumable object, a consumable part.
No kidding.
Much like the PFA film, everything on there. Eventually, your build plate gets scratched up enough where you run the risk of perforating your film, where all the resin will leak out. That'll be fun. Waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like a nightmare.
Then
When
you
you get
you're
your
just gonna have to get make
Yeah,
it 8K.
Yeah, gonna have to get a new one. Sorry,
Make it
sweetheart.
8K.
I have all this other stuff for printing. I might as well just buy a new printer. I like to joke, and she realizes how much of a joke it is. You know, I'm a trophy
Kind of.
husband. I'm a trophy husband, so she has to keep me ensconced in finery in order to walk around with all of this on her arm.
Oh,
100%.
I-
Yes.
That goes over about as
tried
well
that.
as you think it would.
yeah, exactly.
I tried that, but I didn't have the
Spartan
abs for it.
Oh, I have the abs, just not the right kind.
Yeah, exactly. Mine are like ballooned out. It's weird.
Just have one.
But they're
one large
defined.
ab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on, Chuck.
Oh.
What have you got for us?
Well, I got a couple kits. We went to a model hangout, and a buddy of mine brought a box of models, and I went ahead and picked up a couple of them.
Great kit.
Yes. Brian's the one that brought them there. And I bought this because I bought a couple more Galaxy trailers, and I want to do something cool. So I didn't buy it. I was gifted this. Somebody came into Brian's store.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
dropped off a box of models, and I picked out a couple. Very, very
Wonderful.
nice. So that's
nice.
pretty much what I got. And you know what? It was crazy because I've been looking to buy those two models for about 6 months. I keep saying, oh, well, I want to buy those. And then I just forget about it. And then I'm like, you know what? I really need those. And I'm at the verge to where I have way too many model kits and I have to get rid of some. So I'm waiting for like a swap meet to come up that I can sell some stuff at. But yeah, so I tend to get more kits than I get rid of. So
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It is very much a
Or,
thing.
you know, one day somebody drops an entire box of starter kits on you, you know, like 30 of them.
That's the one thing
shot.
is at least they're small, so it doesn't take that much space. But yeah.
Yes, they say about kids too. But
but they grow.
They grow. Yeah, stop feeding them. No, I'm kidding. Please don't hit me about
Yeah,
that.
right.
Okay, so moving on to the one guy in the room that doesn't have any kids. All right, so for my super sweet cash ad, Chuck was alluding to the fact that somebody had brought a box of models to a meeting, and we got to pick through them all. Well, that guy was me, because we had a customer come in the store there, and he recognized me from the YouTubes and knew we were part of the Model Car Mafia, and he had several boxes of magazines and model kits he just wanted to get out. And a lot of them were still factory sealed. I mean, they were great shape stuff. So
high-end kits
of course,
too, some of them.
Well, what do you see what I've kept? Because I got to do the finder's fee thing, so I picked out a
You're
couple,
good.
it was really fun because I never got to do that before. So what I chose to keep is the Racer's Wedge and Camper Shell package.
Oh,
wow, that's cool.
So this
I know one of the
there's a bunch
guys
of
on
guys
the
on
cover
there.
of that. Yeah, I know the guy on.
You do? Which one?
Second from the top row, second from the left is Gary. Top row,
This guy?
him.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary. That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, Gary.
That's awesome. So yeah, so this is a Model King repop of that.
I've never seen that before. That's cool.
Yeah,
that was
You've never seen this one?
No, I've never seen it.
5 years ago.
That was like Model King's one of his first releases. That and the Hemi Underglass.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Doug White did a lot of the
okay.
box art for that.
That one's been repop.
Cool.
Did I freeze up again? Sorry, my internet is crap. Apparently, I damaged something when I fell on the floor last week.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this particular kit here, the camper on the back actually comes with a chassis and wheels and axles, so you can make it into a trailer, but it still has the cab over piece, so it's kind of funky. But I do have a model I want to a pickup truck I want to put that on, and the wedge, the Racer's Wedge. I have a Foose pickup truck that doesn't have a bed for it, so I'm thinking I might put the wedge on the back of that.
Nice idea.
Maybe we'll see how it goes.
Fantastic.
Nice idea.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for me right now, that's gonna be it for right now. I'm bringing stuff home from work, but it's usually paint or glue or something like that.
Shh, don't get in trouble, Brian.
Sometimes a paycheck.
She's listening.
She knows. She actually put me on a budget. Oh, have I told you guys this? She put me on a budget. She's like, you can use a quarter of your monthly paycheck based on whatever you did last month. You have a quarter of that you can use this month. I'm like, oh, okay. So what are we talking? So she gave me a number. I'm like, okay, we'll see.
You're allowed to buy stuff.
I'm allowed to buy stuff.
You're allowed to buy anything.
Yeah.
Wow. Most of this stuff has been given to me.
Yeah. Given.
Yeah. Because they've been a trophy husband.
You need to get your wife to build models, because then she buys model stuff for you.
There's a funny story that I've told a bunch of times. When I first met my wife, she saw the stash in my room, and she goes, "Give me one of those things." So I gave her the Revell 67 GTX. And she goes to put it together, and I leave her building the model, and I go home because she lived in Brooklyn, I lived in Queens. So I get home, there's a message on my answer. Call me as soon as you get home. She's mad. She goes, I stuck a rearview mirror to my forehead. She goes, I'm never touching these again, ever. Okay? Sorry. Sorry.
Linda built one, and she's got 2 half done, and that was like 5 years ago. And she's walked away from it since then. But she still buys models at shows, stacks them in the corner. So she's a true builder. Built 1 model and now has her own stash.
My wife's actually a pretty good builder now.
I've seen her on the group.
Yeah. What's that?
I've seen her work on the group.
I was talking to Brian because he broke up for a minute.
Oh.
And he's lagging.
Oh, goddamn stupid internet.
You're not lagging now, but you were
No,
lagging.
you weren't. You weren't maybe we're lagging for him.
Is that
Brian,
what it is?
That's what it is. Glasses
Maybe if you lean back on your chair and put your feet on the desk.
Oh, God.
That might help your internet.
Hey, I'm going to try
Whose
that.
idea was it to have this guy on?
Hey, Frank, do it.
Helps with the internet. I'm a phone guy, I know.
You're a phone guy. Well, what are you doing with the internet?
Yeah, that's what I do for a living.
Yeah, weird.
This is why we like having Frank around, because he's the humbler. He does, no matter how cool you think you are, Frank will be like, you got a peg, you can go down here.
Yeah, exactly.
You seem pretty happy in life, huh? Be a shame if somebody messed that up.
Oh, geez.
Wait a minute, let me walk the back on my chair so I don't lean back too far. There we go. That's
Be a
better.
shame
Also,
if you
this one's
dropped
quieter.
the Porsche.
It's mayhem.
Dude, I walked into the garage and I dropped a Porsche. Stupid Frank. That's going to be my new euphemism for having to go to the restroom. Gotta go drop a Porsche.
Gotta go drop a Porsche. Well, it's a good thing you're not dropping a Porsche.
All right.
Because that would be a problem.
All righty.
I
can say
almost
it
did
now.
that way. That when that chair broke, I almost did. Yeah. All
Dropped
right.
a Porsche.
Let's move on to the Northeast Model Car Report with Jason.
All right. So we'll start with upcoming shows. What is today's date? Hold on, folks. So depending on how soon this comes
25th.
out, this might have already happened. But July 27th, the WYE Bridge Hobbies second annual model car show, held in conjunction with the Oil Heritage Festival Car Show. And that is at 247 Seneca Street in Oil City, Pennsylvania. Next is August 6th, the IPMS USA Nationals, held at Hampton Roads Convention Center, 1610 Coliseum Drive, Hampton, Virginia. That is a show that, not that particular one, but I have to make it to a Nationals at some point in time in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That is a must attend.
I don't know if
After
it'll ever make it that north.
You'll never make it. What?
They alternate. So this year it's on the East Coast. Next year it's going to be on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But they'll never really have it on the coast.
Right.
Like they'll never have it in New York, anywhere near New York City.
I didn't figure so.
Really?
I mean,
Right.
I fully intend to have. I understand that I'm going to have to travel to it, but that's a bucket list thing to attend. To attend to Nationals at least once.
I agree.
Yeah.
Next one's going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh,
2026.
okay. So we get
There
a
you
hope
go.
for 2027 or 2029. I don't want to go to the West Coast for a Nationals. I mean, I go to the West Coast
Indiana's
for some other
kind of-
stuff, but not a Nationals.
Indiana's kind of like right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, after that, August.
Depends on what
6th.
year.
This is true. August 16th, the Mid-Iowa Modelers Expo, NNL. This is obviously an NNL-style car show. The theme is pickup trucks, and it's hosted by IPMS Glue Brothers, held at the Prairie Creek Church, 801 West 1st Street, Grimes, Iowa. Then, August 23rd, the No Name Modelers are having the 2025 Model Car Contest. The show theme is box art builds, and the show is held at the Conway Expo Center, 2505 East Oak Street, Conway, Arkansas. Then moving into September, on the 6th, the Eastern Iowa Model Show, held at the Calvary Baptist Church, Fellowship Hall, 803 East Maple Leaf Drive, Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Also on September 6th, the N&L Buffalo, the 3rd annual model car show, held at the Knights of Columbus, 755 Erie Avenue, North Tonawanda, New York. The theme is the Battle of the Pony Cars. Pretty cool.
That could be fun.
That could be a lot of fun. Next would be September 14th, the Super September Showdown Model Contest. This is presented by Len Freenberg and the Central Pennsylvania Model Car Club, held at the Keystone Fire Hall, 240 North Walnut Street, Boyerton, Pennsylvania. And the theme for this show is Corvettes Anything Goes. Then, last on the show list, October 5th, the Classic Plastic 31st Annual Model Car Exhibition, presented by the Classic Plastic Model Car Club. That's held at the Lawrence Elks Hall in Lawrence, Massachusetts. The show themes are 70 years of Tri-5 Chevys and the stolen cars from the 2000 remake of Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, this year, there's a new Gundam class at this show. So you get to see model cars and Gundams.
Oh, awesome.
Right on.
But to be fair, we also have a military class. So this is billed as a model car only show, but everything is there. In this show, you'll be able to, if you attend, you'll be able to meet people like myself and Heather and Jody Doyle and Tim Ryan and fingers crossed, Frank's Model Works.
Things are pointing in that direction for it happening.
That's
right on.
Thing. That is a wonderful thing. So that's all we've got for shows. Next would be upcoming kits. Kits coming up in August. Revell just announced that they're going to have the 1991 Chevy S10 Lowrider.
Oh yeah,
with the 1/64th diecast. So that's one of those Amigo style boxings.
Oh, I didn't know that diecast was going to be in that also. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely want that kit.
Me too. I've
got a strange urge to build a lowrider. I've never built an actual lowrider model.
They're fun.
So yeah. Also from Revell, the 1985 Pontiac Fiero GT and the 1964 Pontiac GTO. Also in August, Also in August, from AMT, the 1997 Mustang Cobra and the Lil Roman Chariot show rod.
Yeah, I might buy that one.
And then
I can't think of that one.
You can't think of that one?
I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's like the Roman helmet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got like the
flourish. Yes.
Not like a
broom
okay,
on
that
top.
needs
to be built. That needs to be built like Marvin the Martian then.
Yes, exactly.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. And then lastly, so Wes's Model Car Corner, in conjunction with Salvino's, they're coming out with 2 new modified kits, and I'm going to butcher the names of both of these. It is what it is, folks. The Catalano Catalano Motorsports Limited Edition Modified, as well as the, here comes the really bad one, Skywira.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Motorsports Asphalt Modified. This has got some new tooling, so I'm not sure. I think the body is maybe a little bit different on this one, but those are also going to be available in the month of August. Anything else, guys? Have you guys seen anything that you want to add to this that's coming out?
I have not.
Okay.
I've seen nothing.
I see nothing, Sergeant Schultz.
I've seen a promo
Bravo.
picture. I saw a promo picture, but I don't know if it's for real or not. It was like the BRE scheme, racing scheme on a Nissan pickup truck.
Oh, I
Or
did
the
see
Datsun
that.
pickup truck from AMT.
Yes,
I don't know
did
if that's
see-
for real or not.
Well, I don't know. either.
I've seen that, and somebody said it wasn't for real. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So, Chris Martin on his channel, he kind of, I don't know if he like posted that or told somebody, whatever. It's Chris Martin's fault. I saw the picture of that, and somebody said that was a re-release of another kit from the 80s, and they just added the BRE decals to it. But there's no release date. So if there's no release date, I'm not going to talk about it other than now I'm talking about it. But yeah, I would love to see that kit come out, though. That would be pretty cool.
That would be so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Jason.
You're welcome.
Let's go on to the 3D printing news. See if Chuck has anything to share with us, and maybe Frank can weigh in on something here and there too.
So White Take Resins, he emailed me today, said he's road tripping this week. No new products this week, but he will be at WonderCon in Oxnard September 7th and ModelZona November 1st. And Steve at Value Geared will be selling white tanks while selling with him products at IPMS Nationals.
Oh, sweet.
Josh at VCG Resins has customer appreciation sale going on until the end of July. No codes needed. Also, be sure to sign up for the giveaway. 3 prizes available, and drawing will be held on the 31st. Also, be sure to sign up for the newsletter to get all the information, the insider information for the drawing, for the customer appreciation stuff, all that. Small block Fords. They will be released this weekend along with a few surprise releases. Well, I'm kind of looking forward to some of that stuff. I like that some small block Fords are being brought into the hobby.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the code you can use, POD10, for the podcast. Joel with Iceman Collections. They're going to be doing an auction for some of, all of the kits that he's came out with, and some of the kits that he hasn't came out with. And that'll be at his Facebook store or Instagram. So visit the Iceman Collections eBay store for all the details. Auctions end Saturday, August 2nd. So also be on the lookout for a new issue of Automodeler magazine. That should be hitting shelves the first week of August. Everybody's looking forward to that. That's my favorite magazine now. So,
same here.
Anyway, something that I'm really excited about. Are you a member of Scale Speed Garage, Frank? Yes, you are.
Yes,
so we could talk about this together. So this is something that we can talk about together. So, have you seen that Metro van?
I have. That is amazing.
Have you seen the new version?
Yeah, Chris sent out an email today saying that there's an updated file and everything. In addition, there's I gotta get the email. Stand by. Where are you? There you are.
It's cool. It's not like this is live or anything.
Yeah.
So no, don't make me come over there, BG. He looks like he's got a small block with the Edelbrock manifold.
Oh,
He's
it's
got
nice, huh? That's
Yeah.
designed to go into that Metro now because it's a full chassis. It's slammed down. I got a picture of that right now if you guys want to see it. People that can see.
I can't see.
Well, people that can see this from home, maybe you can make this a full screen.
I could.
Can you?
There we go. Nice.
Look at that. Isn't that
that's
awesome?
Cool. That's really cool.
And he's
Jesus,
also, for elite members, that camera motor is awesome. That single overhead camera motor. So let me read a little bit about some of this stuff so you guys get it. So bonus drop of the Pro and Elite for members. He's dropping the Restro Metro. That comes with it comes with a full chassis, lowering chassis. Comes with smoothies, redesigned interior, air ride chassis. Big Alcoas are smoothies, actually. Small block Chevy with new Edelbrock cross ram. That actually goes in that. And it says, whether you're building a shop truck or food truck or just meanest van on the block, this pack has you covered. But the pack doesn't stop there. We've also thrown in a brand new ground up Ford 427 single overhead a camera motor in collaboration with their friends at Scale Model Autoworks. So I am super, super excited for that. And did you see what's coming soon? Like the next pack?
Yes.
So that's going to be kind of cool. Truck. It's a modern tow truck.
Yeah.
So that's got the ramp bed, hydraulic flatbed, and a wheel lift snatcher bed. Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Really? That's big. That's going to be a big print.
So this stuff is awesome. So I'm kind of looking forward to the auction that Iceman's got, Iceman Collection. So don't forget to go do that. Elevate your builds with Iceman Collections, and check out that Metro van, man. That Metro van is so awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to print that. I'm going to do a video on that, print it out. Mm-hmm. It really deserves that. I mean, it's a nice build.
The best part about becoming a member of Scale Speed Garage is not just the files. You also have access to a knowledge base from the best designers and 3D printers in the hobby. Yeah. And no other genre has a resource like that.
You're right.
It's the only one. It's the only one. Like there isn't a resource like that for planes or tanks or anything like that. And Chris and the work that he's doing in conjunction with Ryan from Scale Auto Model Works and with Josh over at VCG, they're advancing this growth segment of the hobby into the atmosphere. They're really taking it.
It's like nothing you've seen. I mean, he's got design classes. He's got just printing classes. And his designs are super clean. I mean, I've learned a lot from that guy. You don't have to
manipulate them. You just throw them on a build plate, and they're going to print beautifully.
Yep. And he's got the toolbox. He's got the calculator that's up now. That really comes in handy with me.
Yes.
So, lots of cool, handy stuff in that. So, but I'm done.
He's done.
Go ahead.
It's worth the investment because
he's done.
If you're doing that, if you're going to the expense of getting a 3D printer, like I always said, you're going to have a rough first week.
Yes.
You're going to be cursing yourself out.
I think longer than a week. I'm not real techie, so it took a while, but that made it a lot easier.
Yes, much easier.
I don't even have a 3D printer, and I'm already hating it. My first week.
Yeah, but I was able to ask Chris Sobak, Chris Bell, Joel. I was always able to ask all these guys questions, and I still ask questions. We bounce ideas back and forth. But these guys are smart, so we're lucky to have those guys.
Good to have those guys on your side when you're doing something like that.
Nice.
I would have Hulk smashed that printer first.
So it's good to have somebody smart. And now we're moving on to emails. Unfortunately, my internet, as I've been saying before, is not cooperating, so we have a quick one we can read. And we're going to bring Matt in on this one. But it's from Wayne Peters, and he says, "Hey, guys, this one may need to be directed to Matt. Where can I buy J.R. Salvino's kits in Australia? I would love to get the 2023 and 2025 SVG Chevrolets for my collection of Aussie Kiwi NASCARs, but I'm having trouble finding these two or particular at any of the Australian retailers. Do you think I'd have better luck trying to find them at one of the Japanese retailers?" Signed, Wayne. So, Matt, what do you have to report on that?
Well, actually, the best thing to do is I got a hold of this email. BG sent it to me, and I forwarded it to Jim Rogers over at Salvino's JR Models, and he's going to take care of you personally. You're going to be hearing from him, and he will make sure you guys can figure out a way for you to get a hold of them. I don't think they have I don't know if what their retailing is happening there in Australia. I know they have a pretty heavy Japanese distributing thing going on over there. And you can purchase from their website internationally, but of course it's going to be pretty expensive. So, but definitely Jim's going to get in contact you and he'll help you out and point you in the right direction, because there's nothing more that Jim and Rick want to have is all of you people that want their kits to have them on their bench. So it's an important thing for him. So Jim will take care of you.
Man, that's rad.
Isn't that rad?
Awesome. That is.
I'll tell you what. I'll put their hat on.
Nice.
And hey, and real quick, they have got merch again. They have a separate company that does it, but go to their website and they're selling merch, but they're not selling hats yet. But they got some really cool other things.
I know. I'd put their hat on if I had one. Then you built me up and brought me right to here saying they had merch. And then drop me.
Yep, that was my plan. That was 100% my total plan.
Be a shame if you couldn't get a hat, Jason.
I love it.
Hey, I might as well say real quick, since we're on the subject, Saturday mornings, I think it's at 10 o'clock Central Time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern, whatever, something like maybe 10 or 11. I never know. But over on their channel, Salvino's JR Models YouTube channel, I do a live with Rick and Jim. Come check it out in the morning, and you can get on the chat and talk to us, and I'll make sure I ignore you.
Yeah, I've listened. Rick and Jim are very entertaining.
They're cool guys.
The aristocrat checking in from New Hampshire.
All right.
Jason's New Hampshire royalty. All right. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to hear from our friend Iceman Collections, and we'll be there. You go. That's better. And we'll be back in just a moment after these messages. Well, this project is going pretty well. I think I deserve a snack. I'm going to head out to the kitchen and see if I can find something tasty. Let's all go to the kitchen. Let's all go to the kitchen. Let's all go to the kitchen and find something good to... Hey, what are you doing digging through the seasoning cabinet?
Oh, hey. I was just looking for something to help spice up my current model car build.
Spice it up? You mean like bam? Or do you mean like damn?
Like damn.
Oh, well, you're looking in the wrong place, my friend. Check out Iceman Collections and see what he has on hand to, air quotes, spice up your build, buddy.
Oh, let me check that out. Oh, sweet. I can order right off my phone.
Yeah, really easy to search for products and get some cool inspiration going, too.
Hey, says here he has a newsletter and a special code for the podcast?
That's right. I signed up for his newsletter, and now I'm in the know of all the upcoming releases and specials he's going to have monthly. And that code is a great help to save a few bucks, too.
Seems easy to remember. Podcast 12. Dang, 12% off? That I really like.
Exactly. So elevate your build with IcemanCollections.com. Now, where are the chocolate bars and peanut butter at?
Really? You can't just have a peanut butter cup?
Hey, I like to scratch mix stuff once in a while. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking around through our little Iceman Collections commercial. We always appreciate the fact that Joelle has so much fun with us doing those commercials, and it lets us do it because me and Jason have a blast doing it. So
We did.
Yeah.
cool. So now we're going to go to the part of the podcast why you guys tuned in. This is where we get to be frank with Frank. That's the name of the segment.
I
Frank,
wasn't
so,
going to wish
Frank-
that on anybody. You don't want to be me. The last thing you want is to be me.
Well, I tell you, we're going to ask you a series of questions in rapid fire order, and please answer as fast as you can. Please put 0 points on the scoreboard. Are you ready?
Speed round. Go for it.
Speed round. Yeah. It's the Hemi round. Okay, cool. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that.
No.
We're going to start off first with what got you into model building, Frank?
Back when I was a kid, about 7 years old, my father just out of nowhere, my mother had probably gone somewhere with my sister for Girl Scouts. My father walked up to me and he goes, "You want to build a model?" Okay. He brought me up to the local hobby shop. I grew up in Queens in New York City. The local hobby shop was called Naggingast. And he bought me the Monogram 148 scale ME 109. I found out later it was an E. I think that model is probably somewhere in the dump in Staten Island. The glue still hasn't dried. That's how much glue I used on it. But I wound up getting hooked, and from that point on, I was an altar boy, and you used to get a tip for doing a funeral and a wedding. And I grew up on the block of the church, so I got nobody wanted to do the funerals because they were depressing, and you only got $1. So I would hustle. I'd do 3 during the summer. I'd do 3 funerals a day. I was wheeling and dealing. And then I was trying to jump on the weddings on the weekends to get tips so I could go up to the hobby shop and buy models. I'm one of those guys. I never stopped. Like in high school, you know how everybody else discovers girls and then they go on their modeling hiatus. I discovered girls, but they didn't discover me back. So I just stayed building models for
Non-respiratory.
my entire life. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. I didn't get the sabbatical that most people got, to date and be popular with the ladies. So I stuck with it. If you've bought something at a hobby, if you can buy it at a hobby shop, chances are at some point I've been into it. I've done radio control cars. I've done radio control planes, tanks, static aircraft. The only thing I've never built is a ship. And I always say this is the year that I'm going to change that, and I never do. I have a few in there, but prior to, for most of my online modeling presence, I was known as believe it or not, a plane builder. I wasn't really, even though cars are really my roots and what I've spent the most time building throughout my life. I hate to say it, I'm actually a little bit better at building planes than I am at building cars. I'm not as good at all. It's an art that I don't know if I'm ever going to grasp, but for me, the joy is in the pursuit. So if I can improve something with each build and try something new on each build, eventually I'll get to some form of proficiency. But I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up to my plane building. I might actually build a plane this year, so we'll see.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So you're basically a plane guy from your roots, huh?
From the very beginning, it was planes, but then I moved very quickly into model cars. My aunt's husband, now ex-husband, be a shame if anything bad happened to him. I haven't seen the guy in 40 years. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's fine.
Is that why you haven't seen him or what, dude? I mean,
That's all I'm saying.
go there.
That's all I'm saying. He's
Carry
fine.
on.
Gonna be fine. He got me into model cars because he was a big Mopar guy. He actually had a 1971 Plymouth GTX 446 pack that he restored. He always bought the police package cars when they came out in the auctions. He had the 76 Plymouth Fury, like the one that was like the Monaco from the Blues Brothers. He had one of those. Love that car. So he got me into model cars, and from about the age of, I would say, 9 through my teens into my 20s and up to maybe 2008, I was almost exclusively model cars. And then I did a little stint along the way with radio control cars, radio control planes, and static planes. And then maybe 2020, I got back into building cars. Every now and then I would build a car for my wife or for when my daughter was born in 2013 so that they would have. And there's still a couple of models that are always going to be my daughter's that I'll never get away. Generally, anything that's purple or pink is going to be my daughter's. The rest of them, eventually they find new homes and they move off to wherever they need to be. So.
You even rehome model kits once in a while. I know I've been the recipient of your generosity.
Me as well.
I think that's the best part of the hobby is the community aspect of it, and the fact that you could positively impact people's lives by sharing with them and giving them stuff. Oh, you're into that? I have that here. Let me send it over to you. Oh, you could use that here.
It feels so good when you're able to do that.
Yeah.
We were talking about that before we started recording. It's really awesome to help somebody get something they've been looking for they can't find. And you're able to put that in their hands.
Yeah,
it's a great feeling.
Of course, I've been in the hobby my whole life. A lot of these are presents from when I was a kid. They're buried. The presents are buried, but there's models in there from when I was. Like I received confirmation. I graduated from the 8th grade. That kind of stuff. There's models.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dang. So, did you build your house around your stash?
I bought this house. I had one requirement because after I got married, I grew up in Queens. My wife is from Brooklyn. So we lived in Brooklyn above her parents for 5 years. And then for whatever reason, she wanted to move out to Long Island to be near my parents. So my only requirement was the only thing I need a basement so I could build models, because when we were in the apartment in Brooklyn, all I had was a kitchen table. It was a small apartment. I couldn't paint. I couldn't really do I couldn't get much done while we were there. So my requirement was to have a space, and it's in the unfinished part of the basement, but where I could build and just have my little man cave.
Nice.
So that was the only that was my only requirement.
So she keeps you in the basement.
She does. Yeah. She keeps me chained.
She puts the lotion on your skin.
Yes, there's a well about 10 feet from here with the senator's daughter. She's basket. Catherine.
Oh my! Speaking of going dark, so that leads into my next question. There, when did you get your first model building room?
I did when I lived. Did you see the movie The Irishman?
Yes.
No, not
that
yet.
movie was filmed on the block I grew up on. And one of the houses that I lived in, the scenes where he's in the bar, like bringing deadbeats that owed the gangsters money, like that was. I grew up on the second floor of that house.
Wow,
kind of
like my Whataburger story.
Yeah, exactly. The first 45 minutes of that movie, you hear the bells of St. Matthias, which was on the block. That was
That's
where I
awesome.
hustled for tips. Yeah.
Well, that's
So
cool.
My first dedicated hobby space was in the basement of the house that I lived in from the time I was 11 until I was 26 when I got married. I had the basement and I was able to build down there. We had access to it was a finished basement, flooded constantly. But you're a kid, you have a nice sized room and
Yeah.
no ventilation. So there's a lot of my brain cells still there.
Nice.
It's okay. I'm fine. Everything's okay. But that was my first dedicated modeling space. And I was actually like, I didn't want to move into the small apartment when we first got married, but we wanted to save up money to buy the house out here. And we wound up moving not just to Long Island, but like far out into Suffolk County.
Oh, I know that.
I might as well be in the Flemish Cap. It's like
Yeah.
you throw a ball to Newfoundland. I'm close. I'm probably closer to Jason than I am to the city.
Hey.
They don't call it Long Island for nothing.
Oh, it's long. Hey, kidding.
Friggin' long.
That puts it into perspective. Then think, oh my gosh, okay. And Long Island's kind of like tilted and angled, sort of northeast-ish type of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depending on how the globe's tilted when you're looking at it.
So we've been here since 2004, and
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Really?
And the layout down here has changed a lot throughout the years as I've moved in and out of genres. So now I'm building cars. So all the cars are down here. The planes are in the attic. The armor is in the attic and that kind of stuff. The radio controlled planes that are left are in the attic.
And the ships are in the bathtub.
The ships are buried that way, in that general direction. That far wall is 3 kits deep. So they're like the 4 or 5 ship models. Yeah, it's bad.
Have you ever done a count of your stash?
No.
Okay, get you in trouble. He
Be
knows.
ashamed.
Why would I do something like that?
Be ashamed if anybody ever counted your stash.
He would be in the well. He would be in the well.
Be ashamed if some of you would have counted, Frank.
Right?
But
exactly.
yeah.
Wink, wink.
Now my wife
say no
is
more, say no
actually
more.
she's contributed some kits to the stash over the years. She's bought some first edition AMTs for me. Like she'll go to a place. She used to go to. There used to be a lot more hobby shops around here. Within 15 minutes, I probably had 3 or 4 hobby shops. Now there's one.
Yeah.
If you remember from the days of Fine Scale Modeler, you know how they had the classified section in the back.
Yep.
Men at Arms Hobbies has been in there for decades.
I remember seeing their ads.
It's still open. It's still there. Every now and then I'll go out and say hello, but mostly for the most part, my local hobby shop is Bayshore Hobbies, which if you've heard of Bayshore Hobbies, you know that there is a lot of stock on hand in
I've heard of them.
Yeah. Every genre imaginable. Everything, including like laser cut wooden sculptures that they're motorized, they light up. It's crazy the amount of stock.
Do they sell online? Because I swear that name's familiar, and I might have bought from them.
I've heard of him.
I don't know if he has an online presence, but he definitely has, as far as commerce, but he definitely has a social media presence. So he might show up as reels. He does get visited a lot by Horizon Hobby. He moves a lot of radio control stuff. One time I was actually online before he expanded his shop. I'm online. I had a kit. I had one of these of airbrush cleaner, one of their lacquer thinner, a brush, and a couple of bottles of Tamiya paint. It was going to add up to like $100. So the guy who was checking out was buying 2 gigantic gas-powered radio control, like thousands of dollars. And then the guy after him spent even more. And then here I am walking. Sorry, Bob. hate to take up your time, but could you tally this up for me so I can leave like a dirtbag, like a loser?
Yeah. Do you want it all
Sorry.
in one bag, or yeah?
He's a good sport. He started cracking up. I known the guy 20 years. He's a really good guy.
That's awesome.
I actually get my hair cut. It's 25 minutes away. I get my hair cut in the same shopping center just so I have an excuse every month to go to the hobby shop.
I thought you were going to say you got a cut there. That's awesome.
Yeah, it would be. It's 2 doors down from his. Could you imagine? That would be put 3 barber's chairs in a hobby shop. Forget it. Gold.
They have it at Ace Hardware, don't they? They used to be a barber shop in there.
No, it's still there.
Where the hobby shop is inside there.
Yeah, it's right next door to it. Yeah. I was just thinking about the space over at Andy's hobby headquarters where they have the build space. I'm thinking about I'm pushing to get a coffee bar in there, and Andy's reply is usually, "Do you want to run it?" And I'm like, "No." But I'm like, now I'm thinking about barber's chairs. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can cut hair. But we go through a lot of X-Acto blades.
I'll try anything once.
Because there's like, you open your doors up for people to start playing with knives and stuff. There's a lot of dented cans in this hobby. You don't know what's going to come walking in. We've been to shows. We've seen some of these guys. Come on. You really? Here's a knife. You want to build a model?
Yeah, right.
And there's a till full of money right over there too. Hey, just saying.
Want to huff some glue? Gonna do wonders for your disposition, I'm sure.
What would you call the hobby shop that cuts hair as well? Hair hobbies? Hobby hair?
Hobby hair.
We'll have to work on that. Hobby
Snip
hair?
tight.
Hey,
Snip
I like
tight.
that.
I do like that.
Snip tight.
I was thinking fumes and dews.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That could work.
Maybe.
All right. Cool.
There's a market for everything. There's an ass for every chair.
That's right.
Well, kinda. I've got stories about chairs and asses. All right, so
you're an expert now.
Up for you, BG.
It was too far from my parachute. It wasn't far enough for my parachute to deploy. Let's see. Let's move on to more recent history. What got you started on the 3D printing thing? What drew you into that? Were you looking for something that just wasn't out there and you had to have it?
I realized that it's going to become one of the larger growth segments of the hobby, and it's going to. I don't think it's never going to replace plastic kits because it's just not practical. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to replace cast resin, but what you might see is as people maybe retire out of cast resin, they might be replaced by a 3D designer and printer, that kind of stuff. And seeing what was being done with it on the aircraft side by companies like Edward, because they were doing a lot of 3D designing and then casting the resin and putting out beautiful detail pieces for model planes. I saw what was available for model cars, and then once I started to see what was available, I wanted to get involved in it, and I almost pulled the trigger on it in 2022 when I was turning 50. But apparently the gift that I chose for my 50th birthday was a trip to Disney World.
Oh,
were you informed of that decision, or did you make that on your own?
Yeah, I was so happy to hear that was my decision. Actually, I actually do. I do like going to Disney World. I never thought because I was never there as a kid, but then my wife and I had my daughter late in life, and we brought her there in 2018 for the first time, and we fell in love with the joint too. Not for nothing. A Disney trip is a lot more expensive than a 3D printer setup. For what you pay for Disney, I could have gotten several 3D printers. Yeah, we're not gonna say that too loud.
Yeah, right. I'm waiting for the saucepan to come flying in from off screen.
So I did. I got hurt at work last year in August, and I said, you know what? No better time than the present. I have my son is 34 years old, so he could carry stuff down here for me as it got delivered. He's carrying stuff down here. I set up the thing, and I embarked on that really bad week of your first week in 3D printing. And I just wanted to, I realized what was out there in terms of kits, because I like to build things that are on the esoteric side. Whereas like I don't really like large option cars, like all of the options, the air conditioning, the power windows. I like the bare bones cars, the sleepers. But even then, I also like the cars of my youth that I used to see. So I was more likely to see a 1975 Buick like this, or a 1979 Malibu like we were talking about before, than a 1969 Camaro. They were around, but they were ratty as hell. You know, like they weren't properly taken care of. Believe it or not, Jason, the 68 Firebird that you just finished building, there was a lady in my neighborhood that had one in the same color purple that I did the 67 Camaro in. I think it's called Royal Plum.
Yeah.
The Pontiac color of that. It had a tan vinyl roof, tan interior, and it was a 6-cylinder. But she took wonderful. You had to, when I saw the model that you built, it brought me right back to that. You know, like I like building the cars of my youth and the stuff that I would see when I was young, and the 3D printing and the files that are available out there, especially the kits that I get from Andre Bezrodny over at Coach Builder on Cults 3D. That's really the only way you're going to get them. Yeah. I grab, like I'll tend to grab, if I see the Supernatural, the 4-door 67 Impala from AMT, I'll grab that. I'll grab the 66 Chevelle wagon. I'll grab that as soon as I see it. Anytime I see a station wagon or a 4-door, because that's the kind of, like most 2-door cars, you know, families didn't have them. You know, my experience growing up was always station wagons and you know, big boats and stuff like that. I did say my father owned a 67 GTO, but he abandoned it because it was rotted and he couldn't get it to cold start. It had the tri-power. Like he said, he goes, there was something with the carburetors. He goes, I could never get it tuned right and all this stuff. My father used to get robbed with cars, so he just abandoned it. He goes, I paid $100 for that car. It were a dime a dozen.
Sound like he got robbed there.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I'll give you 200.
Yeah, the muscle cars in the Northeast, 5 years old, they were all rusted. They maybe got 3 or 4 winters out of them, and that was it. They would rust right through, and you'd find them, like you see them on the side of the road on the Belt Parkway as you're going through. I mean, most of the time there was a body in the trunk, but you'd see a lot of abandoned cars over there.
Okay.
That's what
New York, hell of a town.
Yeah, and you got to think too that back in the day when those cars were new, people weren't buying multiple cars. That wasn't their summer car. I mean, people were driving super sport Camaros, 3 feet of snow, didn't matter.
Yeah.
They were driving them.
They didn't last.
Yep.
They didn't make it.
3 feet of snow and 40 miles an hour sideways.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
You go to finance a car and the car's rusted away before you pay it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back then,
that's crazy.
From the way my father explained it, my father never bought a new car. He goes, because people were dumping them. Like they didn't really finance cars. They paid cash.
Yeah.
They'd save up for them and just buy them outright. You know, they'd walk into the dealer, actually order it, because you didn't buy it off the lot unless you were like really looking to get a deal. You know, the cars on the lot were basically what the salesman drove. And then they got rid of them at the end of the year. My father would buy them off of the salesman. My father actually bought several of his cars off of funeral homes. They were the pickup cars. They would go to the hospital to pick up the bodies and bring it back to the funeral home.
That's fantastic.
2 cars.
Really? So you guys had a racket going. You're working the front end of the system as the altar boy, and he's working the behind the scenes thing with the picking up the cars.
Huh.
Interesting.
My father worked for Eagle Electric. They manufactured like switches, light switches, and then he worked part-time in funeral homes as like the receptionist. And then like if they needed him, he'd be a pallbearer. He was also a deacon in the Catholic Church. So he had the racket going all around.
Yeah.
He had it going, coming and going. He was baptizing him one day, and the next day he was opening the doors for their wake.
See you soon. Yeah.
Exactly. Keep smoking.
Yeah. How's that pack a day thing going?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Well, found out all the dirt today. So you were talking about your uncle being a Mopar guy. So is that primarily what you like to build? Is a Mopar, or you like to spread it around?
I've always primarily been a Mopar guy, but what's weird is I've owned more Fords. My actual real cars that I've owned, most of them are Fords. Have been Fords. I have had a lot of nothing Mopar because they've always been bottom of the barrel, like base model car. Because I used to travel before when I first moved out to Long Island. I was still working in Brooklyn, so I was doing 140 miles round trip a day.
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So yeah, it was rough. I didn't see my house in the daylight until the weekend. So I wasn't putting mileage on anything nice. I would just buy the biggest Econo box I could find, and that suited my needs. Dodge Journey.
Like a Dodge Journey. Well, that was well named.
Dodge Journey got some of the best mileage ever out of all the cars I've had.
Yeah, we doing like an oil change every 2 weeks.
Pretty much. Yeah. That I had a Ford Escape hybrid that in 3 years we put 160,000 miles on.
wow.
Holy smokes.
Because not only were we driving back and forth to work 5 days a week, but then we were driving to Staten Island on Saturday and New Jersey on Sunday. And yeah, it was a lot. Spent a lot of time behind the wheel.
Yeah,
but it was always like yeah.
The ferry ride to Staten Island is long enough.
Bridge.
Yeah. The Verrazano Bridge. Oh, is that the Galloping Bridge? Was that, or is that?
There's another name for it, but it's impolite. I'm not going to say.
Let's start now. Now, I was curious to know, you were talking about being able to get to Jason's show right here, possibly this year, but I'm wondering how many shows you get to a year. Nowadays.
I go to Replicon, which is the IPMS show for Long Island. I go to the Liars show, which is at the same location in November. Replicon is usually in March. I try to get to Mosquito Con, which is the IPMS New Jersey show, which is usually 2 weeks. It's usually between Replicon and NNL East, and I try to make it to NNL East every year. My priorities would be Replicon, NNL East, and Liars show. But now I'm going to be I'm doing everything I can to get up to see Jason and Tim and Jody up at Classic Plastics.
Right on. So were you at the NNL East the year we were there? I don't know.
I started going again when they started up again after the pandemic.
So I think he was there.
Okay. You were just under the radar at the time.
Yeah.
I was the fat guy with the glasses.
Okay.
That could be everybody.
Here we go.
At a model show.
I was this guy.
Now I was behind you in line for the bathroom.
You were the tall guy.
I thought that was everybody at a model show.
I did see. I saw Jason and I recognized him from the channel, but I didn't want to say anything because I know he's got a reputation of just punching people in the face. If you walk up to him, you just approach him, you're gonna get cracked.
But he'll say, "Oh gosh," for.
So that's the reason why you didn't say anything, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't think to say hello to anybody. I knew a couple of people from like Facebook modeling groups
Yeah.
that I ran into. Darryl Romaine from Model Car Zone. He's a retired phone guy. So we hit it off swimmingly. So hung out with him, John Hazelton, Frizzo. I actually met Frizzo in 2024.
Okay.
But I knew Dave Wood prior to that. And then NNL East. I had gone a couple of times in the maybe 2008, 2009, and maybe 2010. But it was one of those things where my wife came once and we parked up against the railroad tracks and some guy walked literally right in front of my car where my wife was sitting 6 feet from her and started peeing on the tracks. So that was, you lose Fran when stuff like that happens. She ain't coming back.
Yeah.
She just looked at me. I go, I don't know him. What do you want from me?
The arms crossed,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this is a fine day.
Especially now, because I used to be able to sell it to her. We'll go to NNL East, buy a couple of kits, 11, 45.
Yeah.
Why are we taking the wagon?
And then we'd go to Wegmans. We used as an excuse because my in-laws are buried in Woodbridge, and there was a Wegmans over there, and high-end like supermarket. We buy lobster tails, we buy shrimp, like a fist. These shrimp. So, but once she saw that, and then
the shrimp,
they just opened a Wegmans in Smithtown. So, wait, I ain't getting her over to New Jersey. Takes an act of conduct.
Man. I know what you mean about the shrimp. We went to a Wegmans in Massachusetts, and they was looking at the seafood aisle, and it reminded me of the scene from Beetlejuice, where the hand, the shrimp became the hand,
comes up,
I'm like,
gigantic. They're like mutant shrimp.
Exactly. Good times. Cool. So, you guys have any questions you want to ask Mr. Frank?
What made you decide to get into YouTube?
Yeah.
I had a Facebook page that was Frank's Model Works. I started that, I think, in 2019, and I don't know how. At first, it was model plates. So if you go all the way back in the photos of that page, you'll see model plates. It took off. It skyrocketed fast. And I said to myself, that's cool. And nobody bothered me. And I'm like, okay. So maybe doing videos would be something I'd think about in the future, because my college degree is actually television production. So, yeah.
Really?
Can't you tell? Have you seen my channel?
That eventually came in handy.
About that though.
Phone company.
It all makes sense now.
I have a question. You said you keep saying you work for the phone company, or did you sell phones, or?
No, like the utility phone company. So every region, I don't know what where you guys in Arizona, it was probably called Southwest Bell. I don't know what it's called now. It might be AT&T. It might be
probably AT&T.
Yeah. So in the region where I live, it's another company that I don't talk about publicly because they don't like to be spoken about, and I don't like speaking about them.
Understood.
But it's the phone company in this area. I don't know if it's the phone company up by you, Jason. Is it? Or it might have been.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the phone company in New Hampshire? Frontier?
No.
It's the one that begins with V?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that sounds familiar.
Verrazano's.
So
yeah.
That's
Verrazano.
Something like that, yeah.
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 So I've worked for there as a field technician for 28 years.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
28 years.
28
Dang.
years.
I don't know if
I feel every single second of it.
Dude, it's hard to believe that there's been cell phones 28 years.
Well, this is I started, I do landlines. the phone that was on your wall. That's what I started out as, and then we moved into fiber optics. And for a while, I was installing and repairing like big high-end data circuits for companies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know what our.
I did everything I could throughout my career to avoid going into people's houses. Did everything I could. I did not want to go in people's houses. So I worked in manholes and up poles for a long time, and then I moved into a department that was large.
Well, he said he worked in manholes, and he worked in manholes, and he worked up the pole.
You heard me.
Tell us more about your job.
Get your mind out of the gutter. I loved every minute, every sweaty, dirty, sloppy minute of it.
Oh, that's going to be in the outtakes, right, Matt?
Oh, it's in the real thing.
I was going to say there was a joke there, but I'll just wait for Chuck to announce the joke.
Oh yeah, you can.
And he did. Good job,
yes.
Chuck. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
I wasn't going to let that go. I've put my foot in my mouth 100,000 times.
Yep. Yeah, people see me and they think it's weird. You climb telephone poles? Really? Yeah, I did. Not so much anymore. Nowadays, I pull out old metallic cables from manholes and underground for recycling.
Cool.
That's my job now.
Oh,
so you're stripping cable.
So real quick to go back a few minutes, the New Hampshire, the landline phone company in New Hampshire, let's just say they're on the spectrum.
Oh, okay. So they're down here. That's that's like the cable vision.
Yeah.
But down here, like cable TV. Yeah.
I don't think Arizona has a landline phone company anymore.
You probably do.
They voted it unconstitutional or something like that.
Who the heck were they? I don't even remember.
It was probably Southwest Bell at some point.
Maybe. I remember California.
Remember Alice? Remember the sitcom Alice?
Yeah.
She doesn't live here anymore.
The guy that was with the glasses who was always sitting at the counter? He worked for the phone company. He worked for Southwest Bell.
Would you be offended if I told you that you kind of remind me of that actor? You have like I was
all right, I gotta go. It was good to see you.
I was trying to watching your videos, and this brings us back to your channel. Watching your videos, and that's what I got a kick out of your shtick and you kind of your character you have on your videos. I find you funny. It's enjoyable to watch. And right away, when I first saw you, you were reminding me of a character actor, and I couldn't place it. And you saying that, it was like, that was that dude, that guy. I can't think of what his name was, but
I don't remember.
Yeah, he had a demeanor, and it was his comedy, his whole timing and everything. I mean, you kind of have that same the way he did it, and
well, part of the like there is like most things have a subculture, and one of the I guess the memes of the telephone company as a job, like, you know, firemen act a certain way, cops act a certain way. Phone guys tend to be self-deprecating and make fun, and we pretend to be incompetent, even though like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have absolutely no idea as I fix something that's been broken for 3 months and it's done in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the way, it's kind of like the culture of the job. So
I had
it is informed by that.
Yeah, there was a guy who was like one of my big influences when I first got into the hobby, who was kind of like he was the like kind of the lead model car guy here in Phoenix, kind of was the head guy of the club at the time and all that. And he was one of the dudes who would go up to Salt Lake and win. I've talked about him before. His name was Jim Wood. Mm-hmm. And that is what he did for a living. And he always had the van, the Bell van in his driveway and stuff. And he had a really cool setup in there. And he says, yeah, I go to work, I set up and all that. And I build models at work. He had a bench in his van. And he's sitting there and work on his models sometimes.
That's awesome.
I can say unequivocally that I've never done anything but work productively while on company time.
I've never welded up a set of mirrors ever at company time.
Nothing like that. I'm too busy. I have a lot to do all day.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Am I the one that works at the model store but doesn't work on models while I'm at work? I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's funny.
So what
right,
informed
guys.
my decision to start making content, long form content, was
Yeah.
I wanted to bring a personality to the hobby community, along with like what I know, which is it's not a lot. I'm not a particularly fantastic builder.
You're a good
I'm right
builder.
around average. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But
Yeah.
you know, I try to make things attainable so that if you're stuck in a rut and you don't know how to do something, here's how to do it. And I'll try to make you laugh while you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're successful
While
at that, my friend. Let me tell
Good
you.
combination.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a good combination. Any other Jason, did we finish your question that you had for
Yes,
for
he
Frank?
actually just circled back and wrapped that up in a nice, neat package. So thank you, Frank.
Perfect. It's the sign of a good comedian. The comeback.
There he is.
There
Oh
he
my
is.
gosh.
It's Frank.
Yep.
He
Me-
does.
Marvin Kaplan.
There we go.
Marvin
That's his
Kaplan.
name,
Right.
Marvin Kaplan.
Marvin Kaplan.
Yeah, he's dead. I think everybody from
Mystery
that show is
solved.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
dead.
Yeah, he passed away back in 15, it said. But
Nice.
if you come out to Phoenix, I'll take you to Mel's Diner. It really does exist. It's still going.
Really?
The sign is still there.
When is a good
No,
time to
it's
come
here.
to Arizona where you don't burst into flames as soon as you get
Uh,
there?
December.
1964 was a good year.
Say,
I went from Las Vegas. We dipped into Arizona and we went to the Arizona side of the Grand Canyon, me and my parents, in 2004. And we drove through a town called Dolan Springs.
Don't know that one.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I was in a bus doing 45 miles an hour. I could still hear banjos. I'm like, I hope this bus don't break down. They're never going to find our bodies.
That's a different, that's Hills Have Eyes area.
Yeah. It was very, it was like that. They took us out. Like we drove out of Vegas, and like there was literally a 54 Ford next to a cactus with a cattle head. I said, that's got to be posed. Guy was like, no, it's been like that for
nuclear
years.
testing. Nuclear testing.
nuclear
all around there.
Nice.
All around there.
They exploded the bombs in New Mexico, and then the people that they held up against the bombs, they brought out to Arizona and then bred them. So
yeah,
I look forward to your comments and emails.
Like basted them and like sprinkled breadcrumbs on them, bred them.
No, I mean like Anyway, so moving on to our next topic.
All right.
We'll edit that out later.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he won't. So let's move on to the segment where us hosts get to ask you our favorite questions, Frank. So we're going to start with Chuck.
My question, and you kind of answered it through the show, but maybe you have or still have a muscle car or your favorite muscle car you've ever owned. Go now.
The only car that I ever had that would have been even considered was a 1996 Ford Bronco that I bought with 176,000 miles in 2013. Wow. And I was going to restore it to brand new. It was white. It had the 351 dual shock front suspension.
OJ's?
Almost. It was a white XLT with a gray interior. OJ's was it was actually Al Cowling's, and that was a 90. His was a 93. But 96 was the last of the big body Broncos.
Yep.
And I bought this thing. Those. I bought I loved this. It ran really well.
My brother restored one.
You could hang meat in the back of this thing. I actually took the back seat out of it so I could carry radio control planes. and I was going to restore it.
Oh,
I
perfect.
start putting money into it, and my wife was pregnant at the time. So the first thing that I did, I won't do brakes on a car. I won't do them. Because I'm scared. Just like I won't do electrical and plumbing in the house because that's the most damage you could do. I won't do brakes on a car because it just scares me.
I love doing those.
I bought every piece of the braking system of a 1996 Ford Bronco, and I paid a guy, put him in, change everything. I want it all gone because I didn't like the feel of the pedal when I bought it. And it would stop, but I didn't like it. The one hose this guy did not change was the one that goes through the passenger side front fender well to the front caliper.
Mm-hmm.
Dry rotted. So I'm stopping. They had just introduced the red light cameras over here. I'm at an intersection. Girls,
Oh, God.
The light's solid yellow.
Click.
She's already in the middle of the intersection. She throws out all the brakes. So I get this behemoth down to about 3 miles an hour, and I tap her, and the pedal goes to the floor. She gets out of this car. Turns out she's a first-year law student. This girl, no one has ever been as mad at me in my life. And at that time, I'd been married for 15 years. This girl, she wanted to kill me. I didn't even do damage to a car, but I had to get the thing towed back to the house. So my wife's like 8 months pregnant. So the only thing she said was, get rid of it. That's all I heard. Okay. I tried selling this thing. Nobody would take it. I tried giving it away. Nobody would take it. I wound up junking it.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
You know what a 96 Bronco today in that shape?
Oh, yeah.
$12,000-$13,000 easy.
Oh, they're going for
gosh,
crazy
yeah.
money
My
now.
brother restored one, and he restored it, and he did all the body work like a Raptor. I mean, this thing looks awesome.
Nice.
He did a great job on it, man.
Yeah,
Are you talking
just
about
like
was it a guy at work? At your
Huh?
work?
No, my brother.
Oh, your brother. Because I know there was a guy at work that had one all tricked out.
Yeah, his is way better than that.
Oh,
now
okay,
I
cool.
drive a Bronco Sport.
There you go.
Yeah, well, the guys
there
I
you
work
go.
with, they go, how do you like that car? I'm thinking of buying one for my daughter. Shut up.
Ah,
Shut up.
So is that the only is that a new car, Frank?
Yeah, it's a 22.
Did you buy it new?
Yeah.
Look at that. See?
so it's
8 miles a
22.
day. 8
So-
miles a day round trip.
So it's a
8
22.
miles a
We're
day.
in 25. You got another year before it rots away.
There you go.
Yeah.
They actually build them better now. They don't rot away as quickly. And we haven't had really,
It's because they're all
since
plastic.
I've owned the car, I think it snowed once or twice where they had to put down salt. Salt is what kills them.
Mhm.
It's because they're
The salt
plastic.
when it snows.
You gotta
Yeah.
love. You gotta love global warming.
It moves. Let me tell you, it's a 3-cylinder.
What?
It's a 3-cylinder.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. It gets out of its way.
Wow.
Like once that turbo spools up,
Yeah.
it'll move. I like
I had
it.
a 3-cylinder
Now
Chevy
my commute
Cavalier.
is 4 miles each way
Nice.
because I transferred out to Suffolk County now.
Perfect.
I'm out here with the
Yeah.
potato farmers.
Yeah, cool. Last time I saw a 3-cylinder, it was in a Geo Metro.
Yep, I remember
remember
those.
Yeah, it's probably
James,
there.
Yep, remember those?
Toyota
Yeah, a
made
friend of
some
mine
of those
had one.
Geo Metros.
The I think the engine was developed off of their 3-liter V6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
gonna
basically
say-
just cut it right in half.
The new
Yeah,
high
cut it in
performance Toyota Corollas,
Cut it right in
the
half.
Corolla GRs, those are 3-cylinder turbos now.
You're
And
kidding me.
they're like 400 horse.
Yeah. Mhm.
Times are silly.
And those
They are silly.
those thimbles are
They're-
flying.
They are.
It's 180 horsepower.
That is more horsepower than a big block had in 1970.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yep.
crazy?
That's
In a
silly.
in a much lighter car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pure silly.
With AC and power steering and power seats and
Yeah.
all that.
I'm not gonna
Um,
say that I could take a SS 454. I'm just gonna say it. I could take an SS. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
All
second
right.
beat an SS 454 off the line, even if the driver's in it.
Exactly.
Let's see. So Chuck's question's been answered. Let's go to Matt. Matt's question, please.
Me? Me?
Yes.
Little me?
Boo.
Okay. All right. Here's one for you. What is your holy grail model car kit that you would really love to get a hold of, and they're kind of hard to get, and you may or may not pay big money for it, but it's like you really would like to have it?
The Johan 1970 GTX.
Really?
Ooh.
Nice one.
They're very expensive
70.
because they were
Yeah, that is super rare.
very rare. They were
70.
diced up to make the Super Bird,
Yep.
and the molds are gone.
Aha.
Way gone.
Okay.
That's
I'm
right.
hoping that eventually, see what I think designers like Andre would make a lot more money if he made drop fit replacement bodies that you could,
Yes.
like the abysmal AMT B body Plymouth for 68 and 69. It's just an abomination.
Yeah.
Fix that body so that it's a drop-in replacement for the AMT kit. You're going to sell. Those things are going to sell. I'd buy extra printers to sell that body.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yep.
made
Yeah,
he
'cause
made
you
in 1969. He made one. Ow.
So you could drop in the glass too, right? No problem.
Probably.
This is his file printed out. It's still not right. And
Oh,
it's
I've
not
seen-
drop in. And it's got
I've seen
molded in bumpers and grill.
Yeah.
So it's not really super useful. It's also, you could see the polygons,
Yeah.
like you can see the mesh of the, so it's not a very high polygon count model.
He's gotten way better since then, though.
Way better. If he revisited that, he would have a market.
Oh,
For
yes.
that body alone, he'd make a fortune. And he does all right to begin with.
Mhm.
But there would be people who would get into the business just to print that body.
That kit has been produced so much. They just recently did it again. They're constantly putting that out. So it's like easy to obtain.
Mm-hmm.
Even like on the secondary market, you can get them cheap. And to get that resin body or, resin printed
Can't
body.
be into Mopars and look at that body and go, that's acceptable.
It's like the, I don't know, you're more familiar with Mopar than I am, those B bodies, but even to me, something just was always off with them. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of like bulky in the quarter panel up in like the haunch of the,
They based this car so the front is okay, up to here forward is okay.
Yep.
It starts screwing the pooch back here because it's based off of a coronet. So
I see it.
Oh
I
my
totally
God.
see it.
I'm
And then
never
that
going to
ruins
unsee
everything.
that.
Yeah.
And then it ruins the back over here.
Well, it was a freaking Mopar guy that brought that to my attention back in the 90s when that kit came out. And
the best
was
description I've ever heard of the back of this car should look like a smile, and it looks like it's sad.
Oh.
So like there should actually be almost an uptick to the back where this looks higher. There's so many dimensional issues with it. And there's a market for it. I mean, if and the problem with a Johan, you could swap the internals of the AMT kit into a Johan, but the Johan kit, the 69 Roadrunner, number one, hard to find. Number two, it's not 1/25th scale. It's closer to 125.5.
Yes.
It's
It
box
is
scale.
awful.
Oh, interesting.
It is ever so slightly smaller than 1/25th scale. So it affects the fitment of everything else, and it becomes a swift pain in the neck to do that type of conversion. But right now, if you want a really accurate 69 B-body Plymouth, which is a very popular vehicle, that's the route you have to go, or you got to settle for that abomination.
Now
And
I'm
I get it.
depressed.
They don't want to. They don't want to. I get that. Round 2 doesn't want to spend the money on the tooling. I don't blame
it would.
them.
It would.
You can't fix it.
Yeah,
it would be
cost
prohibitively expensive.
$100,000 to do it. They would never do it.
And it doesn't justify it. Not when they're still going to sell. They're going to sell 6,000 of them if they pop it again. They're going to sell them.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Because most people will look at it and go, close enough. Like there's dimensional issues with the Revell 1990 Mustang LX, that drag racing car. Like, I can look at it. I know Mustangs well enough to look at that and go, that's a Fox body.
Yeah.
They're like, it's 2 inches. It's almost like it has a 2-inch chop. You can see that? I don't see it. I not that I'm denying, I'm sure to somebody who really loves that vehicle.
Yeah.
I see it. Like
it's a weird thing. I think I've had kind of discussions with other Fox body owners that get into it. I have noticed something by like comparing it to my car in the garage. And to me, I notice it's more of an optical illusion. And if somebody takes a picture of that model from kind of a little bit more upward angle looking down or something, it looks great. You get down to the side shots, it looks like it's got a chop. But where they screwed up the most, and it's also how you build it. If you do not put black in the proper places around the windows, it makes it look wrong.
The problem.
That will help out. You got to blacken that out, and they were black on the real cars. But there's like a character line that is off from like where the side mirror goes. It should swoop down. There's like a character line, and it should swoop down and go back. And it doesn't on that. It's not enough. So it's almost like it gives it where it's kind of too high looking on the door. It's a weird thing. It's a bummer because, man, that is such a cool kit. And everybody was like wanting a notchback Fox body Mustang for years. And we get it. And everybody looked at it and went, oh, darn. But,
my cousin had a notchback 87 notchback with a 4-cylinder in it. And I every time I say, I go, you have any idea what your car's worth now?
Yeah.
Remember that car you had?
You're going up and down.
Any idea what that car would be worth today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They would just take it so they could throw an LS in it or throw a Coyote in it. They're
going for
Coyote, all the things. Jason, let's go on to your question here.
Let's see. You live on Long Island, right?
Long Island.
I thought I heard that. Okay, Long Island's gone crazy. The zombies are taking over. You've already got your kids and your wife to safety. You have just enough time to run back in the house and get one model kit out of your stash. What kit are you grabbing? One.
So now it's one kit, but can I, because they're very close to each other, can I grab 3 of that one kit?
Man, everybody says this. Everyone's like, but can I grab 2?
I don't think so, dude.
No, you got
the
time
rules.
to grab
You have
one.
a zombie hanging on your leg right now, dude. You're gonna grab 3 kids? It's one.
He says, "Yeah."
I get bored easily. And honestly, they're gonna take one whiff of my leg, and they're like, "Nah, this guy's not long for the world. He's gonna be one of us soon." Let him grab his 3 kids.
Do you have anything fresher?
Exactly.
A zombie model car club.
The zombie will go, ew, varicose veins, disgusting. I would grab, and this is going to be weird.
Perfect. I love
No.
weird.
Hear me out.
Why
I love
start
weird.
now?
It's going to be a model that you're not going to think. Because I was thinking about this question.
It's going to be a plane.
Or the Titanic.
It is not.
It'll be a tank.
Nope.
It's Buzz Lightyear.
If you say Woody, so help me God. Okay.
Oh,
Really?
Said that. I love that kit.
Yes.
A 32
Frank-
Ford Tudor.
Nothing
Chuck
weird about
loves
that.
kit.
Nothing weird about that.
Well, that's not weird.
That's really weird.
It's not what you'd expect from me because you've never seen me build one.
Actually, pretty awesome.
Right.
This is true. When somebody says Frank Steffens, the first model the first kind of model that comes to mind is like a bone stock, like Chrysler or something like that, right? Not a hot rod. So you got me there.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Because I would
And why
have
would you
fun.
want to grab 3 of those?
So I could do a high boy, I could chop one, and then I could do one full fended.
Look at that.
Okay. All right.
You gonna
that
give
makes
it
sense.
to him?
And
Mr.
sometimes
Blue
it's worth getting bitten by a zombie.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to
I
him.
guess.
I'm gonna give it to
You
him
can always
because I
cut
love
your leg
Frank.
off.
Yeah,
According to Walking Dead world, you just cut the leg off and you'll be fine.
just cut the leg
Dude,
off.
that's it. Just whack.
We
Done.
have 4 days.
Winning.
We have
Yeah.
4 days.
You got 4 days. Make that
96
decision.
hour
maybe-
group build.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe Frank gets bit by the toothless zombie, so there's no real, damage.
That
Just getting
would
gummed.
that would track.
Yeah.
That would
Because the
track.
fast ones are gonna go for the leaner muscle. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I'm gonna have a discerning zombie bite.
We just got to be
Coming
faster
into
than Matt.
Listen,
Yeah.
honestly, if it's a zombie hanging out in your basement, it probably climbed out of the well, so it's going to be waterlogged, right?
The fact of the matter is, there's no safe place anywhere on Long Island, whether there's a zombie apocalypse or not. It's just, I'd rather just get eaten.
Oh, yeah.
People ask me because in order to get off of Long Island, there's 2 ferries, one in Port Jeff, one all the way at the end of Long Island, and they both go to Connecticut. So that ain't gonna work. And then the rest of it, you got to drive through New York City. They're like, oh,
You're done.
there's a tsunami heading towards Long Island. All right, I'm gonna sit on my couch and watch TV. I ain't dying frustrated on the Long Island Expressway. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even make it to Nassau County.
Yeah.
I would just eat a bag of Lay's potato chips so I got used to the salt water.
Yeah, I go steal a boat.
'Cause here it comes.
Got to go out far enough. Take it out far enough. And just
Head
go over
towards
it,
it,
where
Just
it's
go-
12 feet.
Just go over it. It's like the
Go
perfect
over it.
storm. Boat going like this.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Dickie
make
Mo!
it.
I have issues with that Perfect Storm movie. That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So the Ford Tudor. Okay, that would yeah. I was gonna go Mopar if I was gonna pick one, but nice.
Yeah.
Never,
Nice choice.
never wager on Frank Steffens. You
No,
never know where I'm
best
gonna
you
go.
don't.
Right. He's
best you
shifty.
don't.
I'm shifty. That's a good word.
Yeah, you shifty.
Everybody
Shifty
goes
Frank.
Never,
I go home.
nobody knows what's going on in here, especially me.
Yes,
That's
you've
hilarious.
definitely proven that.
I would
time
need
and time
your
again.
opinion to find out what's going on in there.
Let the record show Frank was pointing at his own head.
His
Yeah.
For
own
the
head,
listeners.
yes.
All right. So my question is pretty normal. In the world of TV and movie cars, what vehicle would you want to have as your daily driver?
Mrs. Brady's 1968 Plymouth Satellite Station Wagon.
Nice.
Oh,
I would have.
trim down the side.
Nobody in the history of the show will ever say that. No, they
Do
won't
you
even
have-
think of that.
Oh, you got it, don't you? 'Cause
He's got
I
a 3D
recently
printed figure of
saw
Mrs.
there's a
Brady is
print
what he's
of that
got.
Car. Oh, there's a
Oh,
print of that
nice.
car
He's got
now. Look
the-
at that.
Oh, there
Heck
is a print
yeah.
of that car. I do have a print of it.
Yeah. I recently saw they doing a print of that car. Someone is.
Is that
I did.
antique gold or something? The color of the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I so love Chrysler product wagons. Oh man, especially
They're
late
big.
60s, early 70s. Oh,
Oh, there it is.
1968 Coronet
Wow.
wagon.
oh man.
Underneath is the chassis from this
the
1969
69
Charger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why the heck
Lines up
not?
perfectly, and it will. The bump stops on the chassis line up perfectly with the center of the wheel well
Yeah.
openings, and it looks like it would be a drop fit. You just have to modify the
The interior tub.
what's it called? The interior,
That is
and the kit
awesome.
comes with the interior.
Oh, it
Nice.
does. Cool.
Yeah, and
Otherwise,
it
just
wouldn't
darken
be
the
that
windows.
hard. Wouldn't be that hard of a jump for Andre to convert the file to the Plymouth satellite.
Mm.
Nice.
Very cool. Yeah, I would not have guessed that. Yep. Okay. Never bet on Frank. because
Never
everybody's
know.
got it
Frank.
home.
You never
Cool.
know. You never
Here.
know where it's going to go. Could go anywhere.
Very original.
I got a question for you, Frank, real quick on that. Since you're the Mopar and the 3D print Mopar guy, is I want so badly a 4-door 71 satellite.
4-door 71 satellite.
Yeah, 71, 72 satellite. They were really popular for police cars.
Yes.
The shape
70
is very close to the, like the Dukes of Hazzard car, but it had that front grille like the way the regular satellite was, but it was like longer, and towards the middle, the lower part of the bumper went up a little bit farther in than like the 2-door.
Because Rodney does a 71 satellite, and I believe he does a 71. I have to make you guys small for a second.
And if they did the wagon of the 71 and 72 Plymouth wagon, that would even be awesomer.
That would be. He did do a 71 Plymouth Roadrunner and satellite, but it was a 2-door. And what's weird is when Andre does usually when he does a car, he'll do the 2-door to the 4-door, the wagon,
everything.
And that was he did the 71 satellite and Roadrunner, and then he did the 72 Roadrunner.
Yeah,
satellite, and that was it. He didn't.
Me and my wife's first car was a 69 Plymouth Fury 3. That was our first car married together.
You could have probably lived in that thing. That thing was huge.
It
it went from here to there.
That 383 ran so good.
Oh
man.
Yep. One of their best engines.
Yep.
That 383, the 440. They use that from motorhomes through.
Yep.
They stuffed them into darts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine. When I was a teenager, a friend of mine had a dart with a 318 in it, and it was scary. Everybody had a slant 6 in that thing. 318 with a 4-speed, that thing moved, and it was scary because it was so light. It would just twist off the line. The whole thing, like I'm looking down at the driver, I'm up in the air. What are you doing down there? You go sideways down the street. I could just imagine with a 440.
Holy smokes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It turned itself into a pretzel.
Yeah, you'd leave the you'd leave the whole front member just at the light. And you're down the block already.
Hey, isn't that yours?
Right.
Did I drop that?
Engine just passed. Yeah, your engine just passed
Bring
us
around.
again.
I'll pick it up again.
Well,
there
Frank,
you
I gotta
go.
say, this has been an absolute blast hanging out with you and talking Mopars and cars
Likewise.
and 3D printing. And it's been an absolute blast. And I know all of us guys were excited to have you on here finally. So sorry for that again. But I'm gonna hang up our spurs here because again my internet's fouling up again. So hopefully I'm talking and you guys are hearing me. But we're gonna go ahead and start. Okay, good.
Nope.
We're gonna go ahead and start the closeout with Jason, please.
All right. So if you haven't, please consider giving us a 5-star review. It helps to push the podcast to new audiences. Where those new audiences are, I don't know, but they're out there somewhere, and we need to push to them. Please go check out modelpodcast.com to find other great scale modeling podcasts. You'll find a podcast over on that website for any modeling genre, figures, armor, planes, cars, even Gundams. Next, there's an email in the About section of the podcast. Please reach out with questions, topic suggestions, guest suggestions. That's a new one. If you guys can think of somebody that you'd love to have us interview on the podcast, send us an email and let us know what you think. Also, always, we need hate mail for Chuck. Please, for the love of God. Also, we have a Facebook page. You can join there by answering 3 simple questions. Just 3. Simple.
Yep.
Once you answer those questions and prove that you're a real person and you're not there to sabotage us in any way, you'll be able to start communicating with us through there, posting pictures, tips and tricks, all that good stuff. And that is going to do it for this episode.
In the can.
In the can.
In the can. I don't like the sound of that.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. We should probably rephrase that.
You heard me.
Be ashamed if anything happened to your podcast.
Be ashamed if something happened to your rating.
All right, let's go ahead and start the goodbyes. We'll start with Mr. Matt.
This is me, Lucas C. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to catch me over with the Salvino's JR Model Guys on Saturday mornings. It is 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at this time, or all the time, I believe. And I'm usually always there with them. We're yucking it up about NASCAR modeling and what the heck else is going on racing. If you like that stuff, and there's a little chat for you to chat. So it's over on Salvino's JR Models YouTube channel. And I also have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called the Lucas C channel. Trying to get this thing going. So check it out, and let me know what you think. Or don't.
Nope. Haven't heard of it.
Nope. Never heard of it.
No,
Never heard of it.
Not many people have.
Cool. Jason, why don't you go ahead and say goodbye?
Thanks for listening, guys. Really appreciate it. Check me out at the Blue Ox Model Shop on all of the popular social medias. Also, tune in every Sunday for me and my buddy Frank. We actually have a great time over there. It's a little less clean and well-mannered than we were tonight, but it's still a good time.
This is the best version of us.
This is the best. This is the best version of us. There's no need for a swear tally on this show.
No.
That's every Sunday, 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time.
Unless Jason gets a better offer from somewhere.
Unless I get a better offer from somebody, and then I'm out of there, dude.
all knees and heels. Out of there. Out of there. Right on. Frank, why don't you go ahead and sign off for us?
Gentlemen, I want to thank you very much. This was a blast. I had a really good time. It was great to be on the show. Really enjoyed it. I was not feeling well. I was almost, because I had some anesthesia this morning for a procedure, and I'm still not feeling right, but I got to be honest with you, hanging out with the four of you was an absolute pleasure. I really appreciate the opportunity. And folks, if you can, it's Frank's Model Works everywhere on all the social media sites. If you could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Frank's Model Works, all one word. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell all the people that there's this really funny guy on YouTube. His name is Frank. Yeah, he's got a space between his front teeth that you could back a truck through, but he's got a nice personality. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it.
Now, Frank's Model Works, I've heard of that.
Oh, yeah, I have too.
Oh, look, there's the space. Huh? Look at that truck through there. Thanks again, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you very much. Chuck, how about you?
All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. It's Chuck with Chuck's Hobby Spot. See you next time.
Thank you. And this is Mr. BG saying thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the emails and Facebook posts. I'm sorry we couldn't get to more emails because of the internet issues. We're going to resolve that. I'm going to get my IT person on that here pretty soon. Linda! And we'll get that resolved. But we also want to say thank you to VCG Resins by Reese, Scale Speed Garage, IcemanCollections.com, White Tanks Hobbies, and Auto Modeler Magazine, all friends of the podcast. Like working with those guys and talking to them. And final thoughts are, every single one of us is a magician that can turn a box of plastic parts into a miniature work of art. I stand by my words. You heard what I said.
I heard.
Bye for now. We'll catch you in the next
one. They shouldn't call them colonoscopies. They should call them colonoscopoo. They give you that stuff, and I mean, I made it from the kitchen. I started heading towards the bathroom, and I just about made it. It was no joke.
So when I did mine, I took all of the prep and didn't go to the bathroom. I finished my prep, and I was like, I don't have the urge to go to the bathroom. Is that bad? Heather's like, well, let's see how you do in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like 2:00 in the morning. I woke up. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. I wish that had come out a little bit beforehand instead of all right now. Holy smoke.
Okay, so does everybody have a model kit to talk about today on the super sweet stash shelf stuff?
Sure.
I have 2 and a thing of decals.
I got a
Right on.
box.
And I don't have any more. They're not tanks, so don't worry. They're both cars.
Good, because that tank
Would a
shit's gotta
3D
stop.
printed kit, would that be okay?
According to these fucking clowns, as long as it's a car, it's fine.
Say over there. It says the Scale Model Car Podcast.
Okay, I got a stash head to talk about. It's not a car, but it has wheels.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
He who writes the outline.
Everyone is a rebel.
Everybody is a rebel.
Everybody's a damn rebel.
Everybody's a rebel. Does that mean that we're an alliance or we're just chaos?
I'd say chaos.
Anarchy.
I would definitely say, well, we're an alliance. I would agree to that, but we definitely lean to the chaos side of things.
The Chaos Alliance. Yo, I'm on the edge of my seat. Haha. All right. That's a joke from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, as long as it's at the front edge, not the back edge.
I actually have a crash pad behind me now with
Nice. Please tell me you moved the model kits back a little bit.
I actually took them all apart and retaped the boxes and repacked them all, and then now they're on the shelf.
Oh, I was going to say, did you bring them all and swap them for ones at Andy's?
No. Oh.
Yeah, I do.
No, I can do that. All right. Enough about me. Let's talk about you guys. What do you guys think about me? All right.
Oh, you don't want to know. Let me
think
get out that long list.
I think you're wonderful, Brian.
Jason gets the square. We're going to move on to emails. Don't know how this is going to go because it seems like every 3 minutes my internet decides to restart itself.
Must be 3
So
minutes
hopefully-
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
you lag.
it like that time that we would just
Jason, the network
randomly
frozen.
disappear every 9 minutes?
Yes, that's basically what's going on. And it's not StreamYard. It's the fucking... Okay, anyway. I'm digressing.
You need a router.
First
Let me
email
Let me
is
write that one
from...
down. Sorry.
Flag.
Are you taking tallies?
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to stop.
Well, I keep doing that. I think because
All right.
he stops, and I'm thinking I'm waiting for him, and I'm like, a couple,
okay.
right now.
I'm just going to power through these.
You want to do that?
No.
And I'll cut it
Let me
all
just-
in.
There is one that I do have to read.
It's Frank's fault.
Somewhat.
He did that whole.
Be a shame if your internet got screwed up.
After these messages,
All
that's
right,
your
so-
Right back.
I gotta take a tinkle.
Me too.
Go pee pee.
My bucket's full. I have to go
Can
to
I
the
drop
other
a
room.
Porsche? I hope nothing happens on your way to the bathroom.
It'd be a shame if I dropped a
Be a
Porsche on my way
shame.
to the bathroom.
Be a shame if you fell into the bowl.
All right, I am going to go get a drink myself, sir. I'll be right back
Okay.
and do a little
I'll
walk
keep an eye out
around.
for ghosts.
What's that?
I'll keep an eye out for ghosts.
Oh, would you please? Thank you. But believe me, whatever you do and say, this is recording, and I will probably put it at the end, especially if it embarrasses you.
Separate from our normal questions, you mean?
Yeah, if you're able to dream up something you wanted to ask him real quick, Chuck, don't put your leg there. I swear that was it.
I itched my
Oh.
my ankle.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I
just
was like, I
wanting
hope
me
it's-
so I don't fall back and break my chair.
I actually
Sure.
have.
If you can't wrap
We're going
this up.
all night. We're going all
Going
night.
all night.
Yeah,
I've been awake since
This-
Wednesday. We're
We're-
going all night.
we're
This
gonna be.
episode's going to last longer than my internet is.
Best
Be
show
a shame
ever.
if anything happened to your box of model parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Best show ever.
Be a shame if anything happened to your best show ever.
Longest
I like
show
how
ever.
Chuck waited-
I mean, best show ever.
Chuck waited to the last possible second to say that. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.